yesterday. You ran away. I did nothing to make you say you know that I should take the blame for my mistakes. I should have changed, that all I did was look the other way. And all this time I've been denying, and now you're gone, I'll let you slip away. And I've been hiding instead of fighting, and now you're gone, so tell me where to go. And I fall to pieces. Tell me who to turn to when I stop believing. 'Cause I hear you fall in love. Guess it means that I'm not the one without you. Tell me where to go. And I fall to pieces, to pieces. Tell me where to. I was wrong, it's over love, I've given up. It's a lot, don't know what I was running from. But I'm still young, but can't go on, thinking that without you I'm so lost. And all this time I've been denying, and now you're gone, I'll let you slip away. And I've been hiding instead of fighting, and now you're gone, so tell me where to go. And I fall to pieces. Tell me who to turn to when I stop believing. 'Cause I hear you fall in love. Guess it means that I'm not the one without you. Tell me where to go. And I fall to pieces, to pieces. Tell me where to. Tell me where to.
There was always a longing for more, a deeper connection. Was disconnecting from the source within. There were parts of my core, senseless and frozen. Wisdom hidden, locked up in my soul. Oh, now it's the time to realign, reconnecting my foundation, reunite. Oh, I'm digging, got my feet on solid ground. No more levitation.
All right, settle on down. What the hell's going on? Hello, everyone. It's a friggin' selfish Sunday. And I've chosen to play Power Wash Simulator and subject you to my rants as I do because I'm selfish and it's Sunday, and that's what Selfish Sunday's all about. Big shout out to Square Enix for sending me the DLC code for the new, what was it? Back to the Future DLC in Power Wash Simulator. So very excited about that. Mikey Sanak, I think I might be being hosted by my good friend Dizzy, but I am not Dizzy. But hey, thanks for supporting a bud of mine. Hello, everybody. Join in, by the way. It's nice to see you here. Halloween, what's good? Juba, hello. Nettles, how we doing? CJ, good to see you. Interactive Ira, how we doing? Bree, Tay, always good to see you. Whiplash, good to see you again. Hello, everybody. Nice to see people here. Darth Petty, how we doing? Jacob, what's good? Hello, everybody joining on in. Whiplash, thank you for that 5-stream streak. Loy, what's good? Nice to see you here again. Halloween with a 5-stream streak as well. It's really kind of you. Thank you. Also, Mikey, I'm so sorry again. I am not Dizzy, and I do not know Russian at all. It's an English-only channel. I'm so sorry. Brian got a fast car, the DeLorean. Oh, my God. I need a new car. Morgan and I are sharing her car because my car broke down last year, and I had to sell it. So, you know, it is what it is. Actually means, wait, Brian actually means Shellfish Sunday, and now he's a shellfish. Wait, what? What the, what? Wait, I didn't get the memo on this one. What do you mean? Why am I a shellfish? Because I said selfish, like it's a selfish shellfish? Liz, thank you for the 3-stream streak as well. Thank you. Tess, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Hello, everybody joining. Ray, so good to have you here. Oh, my God. Yo, what's up, Mavis? Hi, Stinky. Wait, I've been called a okay, shellfish are kind of smelly. Like, seafood in general is kind of smelly. So maybe there's, like, a running theme here. It's like, I smell like seafood. I smell like a shellfish. Like, if you ever go out for, like, oysters. Is that what I smell like? God, I hope not. Good Lord. Gooby, what's good? Hello. Saturn Rings, hello, hi. Welcome to the stream. Just spawned in after a shower. That's okay. I just spawned in. We spent the day with Morgan's family, which was actually, you know, pretty nice. We had a little family event, family get-together over at her parents' house. So we ate some really good food and just hung out and caught up with people, her brother's family. So that was kind of cool. And then now I'm here. We're going to be trying out the new Back to the Future Power Wash Simulator DLC. Thank you again to Square Enix for sending that. But it's going to be a nice chill Sunday together. Smelly little creature? I'm being attacked. I just went live 8 minutes ago, and I've been called a shellfish and smelly? What's going on here? Smell like shrimp? I hope I don't smell like shrimp. Shrimp is stinky. It's like yummy, but it's like, you know, it's a stinky food. Someone say Back to the Future? I did. I said Back to the Future. So you guys are gonna witness like epic gaming skills. But yeah, I'm like very tired because like I'm not used to socializing with anybody. And also I'm still recovering from like flu fatigue. So I'm very sleepy. I'm very sleepy tonight. So bear with me. That said, you know, again, it's Sunday, so it's like laid back, chill energy. I'll probably try to do like a bonus little streamy tomorrow. Do a Monday guy. Although I don't know, I might work on YouTube videos as well. I want to get the YouTube stuff off the ground more. You know, I'll get back to my former glory days of being an obnoxious YouTuber headlining conventions and stuff. I don't know. I'll figure it all out. That's for me to decide. Guys, what if I make a YouTube video about some of the stuff I was teasing around the holiday time? Because I never got to finish that video. What if I make an Omega video? Omega culture video. Little Hellion, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Where did we get the Smell-O-Vision upgrade? Tier 3. Everyone has to convert to a Tier 3 sub. I'm so sorry, everyone. If you want the features, you know, convert your sub to a Tier 3. You know? Video. Yeah, I talked about this pretty extensively. I I was gonna make an Omega culture video around the holiday time, and then I got really sick, and I wasn't able to finish it. So
Sorry,
what the heck,
I called
Nettles?
you selfish. Have some pennies.
Have some penny. That's a lot of. That's like what 200 pennies though. That's money. I appreciate that. That's money. Those are dollars. That's not just cents. Thank you very much. Thank you for the pennies. Thank you for the support or the dollars. Thank you for the $2, Nettles. What am I saying? Thank you. Can we get a little bit of hype and pride for that? By the way, a nice donation coming on through already. Omega 2024. Oat Mega VOD. What? Oat Mega. Vegetarian Omegas are called Oat Megas. Not the Omegaverse? Yeah, it's the Omegaverse video. Omega, huh? Well, listen. I've been talking about this for a while. Alien, yo, what's up? How we doing? May, hello. I'm back in stream. Nice to see you here again. Mavis, thank you for the 5-stream streak. The fact that you've been here 5 times in a row makes up for the fact you say I'm smelly. Guys, fuck. I wasn't on camera. I told you, I'm tired. I'm tired tonight, and I didn't get on camera within 10 minutes. That's another point for the doubters camp. I've been really good doing it sub 10 minutes, though, lately, okay? So don't give me too much crap. Ray, thank you for the gifted sub to Little Hellion, by the way. Oh, my God. Hellion, enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the sub badge. Oh, my gosh. Thank you. Yo, what's up, DK? How we doing? Tired is in whole mood. Yeah, I'm so tired. I'm very, very exhausted. The post-flu fatigue exhaustion has been destructive. By the way, this is up here. Wait, other side. This is up here on purpose. I decided I'm gonna always have a picture that makes me feel good about myself up in the just chatting screen, and it will get more people to click this stream. It's a nice clickbait thing, you know. So those who missed it, I did a little bit of a cosplay, a little bit of a dress up for our special New Year's stream on Thursday. So if you missed the look, there's the look. I liked it. I haven't met you IRL yet, so I have no proof that you aren't smelling. Don't start this, Mavis. I went on a whole 20-minute rant about how good my hygiene is because I am terrified that I will smell bad when I'm in public. Not because of any societal pressure. It's just like a weird thing. It's like a weird cleanliness thing for me. Like I get really neurotic about it. It's like almost like it's like pathologically warped in my brain that I have to smell not bad. Again, not anything to do with no one's ever been wow, you smell bad or anything to me. It's literally been it's just in the deep grooves of my brain that if I it's almost like an OCD level thing where if I don't smell good, I freak out. I don't know why. I'm neurodivergent as fuck, okay? I have meltdowns over things sometimes that don't really matter. I missed the stream. I was so sad. Well, Tam Tay, it's still up in the VODs if you want to go back and check it out. And we'll be up on the VOD YouTube channel. I didn't get to everybody's New Year's resolutions during it, but it was really lovely. People liked the clip video. We watched the best of 2023 Twitch clip videos video that I put up from clips that you guys took of the channel throughout the year. So that was really funny and really fun.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Why? What the heck? Guys!
Taco Bell bong noise.
All right, okay. That was one of the clips in the video, by the way, is me calling the Taco Bell bong, the Taco Bell dong noise. Thank you for the 10, by the way. Can we please get some pride and some hype in the chat for 10 whole dollars? That's a lot. That's a ton of money. Genuinely, I've told people this before. It doesn't matter how many donations I receive throughout my lifetime. $10 is always gonna seem like a shit ton to me. I appreciate that so much. What the hell? I just got going. I've been streaming less than 15 minutes. Thank you so much for the generosity tonight. Everyone's really very nice. All of you are really wonderful. I never said you smell bad. You can be smelly and not smell bad. I just have an odor, but it doesn't happen to be not odor derogatory, odor neutral. I just happen to have a scent, but it is not. It's not necessarily bad. Talia, what's good? Hello, hi. 10 whole doll hairs. Listen, 10 whole doll hairs is a lot to me still. I'm one of those people where it does not matter. how much success I've had throughout my career. It does not matter how, like, rich or poor my bank accounts become over the years. Anyone who's like, hey, here's like a buck, I'm always like, what the hell? Why did you do that? You know, that's how it's always just gonna be. I'm just one of those types of people. Like, money has never been a guarantee in my life, so I get like freaked out when people like send it to me. Like, I get very like emotionally overwhelmed. I'm unbelievably grateful for that. Me saying Brie is smelly versus Brie jumping to conclusions that I'm saying she smells bad. Some smells are good, mother. Well, okay, fair. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's just my neuroses, okay? My own neuroses prevents me from having a normal relationship with scent. I get so freaked out. Like, if we smell if Morgan and I are on a walk in a park, and I smell a weird smell, you know, like there's people like grilling stuff all over the park. There's dogs pooping on the side of the, you know, the walkway or whatever, the path. Like, I know there's other sources of smell. People are like fishing. The smell of like fresh fish is in the air, like freshly fished out of the lake. There will still be moments, I know that's logically probably more likely what the smells are, where I go, hey Morgan, is that smell me? That happens all the time. I feel in the small stuff because of my job, I can't wash my scrubs in scents or wear any scented products or lotions. It makes me so nervous. Yeah, so you get me. You get me. Lil Hellion. $10 can get you a good-ass meal at Taco Bell. For real, though. Like, genuinely. Thank you. At Taco Store. Thank you. Oh, my God. Sylvie, thank you for the 3-stream streak. I appreciate you a ton. You're getting blushy at me calling you mom. Well, listen, it's... Me embracing feminine energy publicly is a very new thing for me, so everything is very overwhelming with it. I missed out on a large part of my life being able to even be encouraged to embrace my more gentle energies. I don't know. It's just, Andrew Mix says hello. I'm just, hi chat. Hello. Andrew Mix says hello. Kit, what's good? Hello. Mommy Gerb in the corner. Yeah. What can I say? Yo, what's up, Sarah? Welcome to the stream. Will I hold a grudge on Taco Bell for getting rid of the shredded chicken quesadilla? I mean, that's so fair of you. That's so valid of you. Spirit of the Hero, hello. All right, speaking of bad smell, I need to shower before it gets too late. Well, please get a good shower in. Also, Gooby! Guys!
More taco store doll hairs.
What the hell? Thank you. What? I mean, you guys haven't even given me an opportunity to use the other doll hairs for Taco Bell. Yeah, what the hell? Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's really nice of you. You've already given me so much, though, Gooby. All right, I'm going to do the thing that I do to people. You're grounded. You're grounded, Gooby. No more giving. Ever. You're grounded. Alexis, what's good? Hello, hi. Welcome to the stream. Going to Comic-Con was a fun game of, is it me or the one, or one of the people I'm next to? I know I put on deodorant, I have perfume on, but what if I'm still stinky? And I'm about to hug Ghostface while stinky. Oh no, yeah, the paranoia. Liza, hello, by the way. Welcome to the stream. Nettles, thank you for the bit. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the another bit and another one. Unbelievable. Good news, I went into a new restaurant. I've eaten from there before, just not there. And I went alone by myself. I got a pound of gyro meat, and it's incredible. Oh, my God. God tier choice, by the way. One of the best ones. One of the best meats you can eat. So good. I'm so glad that you got to do that, though. That's awesome, Kit.
He only likes her because
Charmander is also here, and he says,
like
well, hi, Charmander. Sloth, what
Oh
the
my gosh,
heck?
I cannot believe I've been a part of this community for
Oh, my
almost
God.
3
Andrew
years
Mixes,
and
thank you
have
for
been
the 7
subbed
stream
off for
streak
2
as well. I
years.
appreciate you a ton.
I know I haven't been
Thank
the
you,
most
thank you.
consistent in coming back recently, but this has been one of my favorite communities I've ever joined online. Everyone is so kind, and Brian, you are like such a positive.
Okay, well, let me read the rest of your message because this is a big anniversary resub. Inspiring, encouraging person, so thank you for all the fun times that I've had and know that I'll continue to have in this community. Well, first off, I'm so glad that you're a part of the community, Sloth. I appreciate seeing you around again. It's so wonderful. Also, don't ever feel weird about being inconsistent showing up. Like, the streams are clearly still going. There's always stuff you can tune into and catch up on. The door is always going to be open. And, like, that's what I tell everyone here is, like, you know, people have to go take care of their own priorities. You should be your number one priority. Go take care of the things you need to do. Some people get busy with school. Some people get busy with work. Some people need, like, a break from the internet. Door's always going to be open for you. And jumping back into the community is going to be like riding a bike. We appreciate you being here. Please don't feel weird about not being around. You can catch up on all the VODs if you need to on YouTube. You know, it is what it is. What the hell? Thank you, Gooby. You are grounded. Remember, you're grounded. Also, thank you for the Prime for 2 years evolving into a Silver Jolteon, Sloth Patrol. Thank you so much. Can we please, please, please get some hype and some pride in the chat for that? That is really kind. What the hell? Gigantic resub. I appreciate you using your Prime. I know you only get one of those a month as well. Thank you for using it here. It's, like, truly, really, really kind of you. And Gooby, again, you're grounded. No more of that. Thank you for the 100 bits. Really appreciate you a ton.
I got the L
Thank
word.
you. Also, Whiplash, what the hell? Thank you
other
so
L
much
word.
for the gifted sub to Sister Honey.
Lesbians?
Thank you. That's really nice of you. Thank you. Sister Honey, if you happen to be here, please make sure you're saying thanks to Whiplash. Enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the sub badge. Enjoy being a part of this community. I appreciate all of you for hanging out with me on a random late night Sunday. It's really kind. Grounded wah? Yeah, that's what you get. You can stomp and kick your feet and go wah as much as you want. You're still grounded. I'm sorry. Nettles, you're also someone who should be grounded. You've given to me so many streams in a row now. What the heck? Thank you so much for the 100 bits. That's really kind of you. Beans82, what's good? Hello, hi, welcome to the stream as well. What the heck? Thank you for the hype train, everybody. Also, thank you for the gifted subs, getting us closer to doing Trombone Champ again, which will be just as chaotic as we probably all remember from that game. If you have not seen Trombone Champ before, by the way, it is it's kind of a stretch to call it a musical rhythm game in the same sense as, like, you know, I don't know, like Osu or DDR or I don't know, whatever other games you need to line up the notes of the musical instrument, and if you don't do it right, it sounds real bad. But it's a trombone, so it's on a slide, and it sounds even worse than most instruments. I'll just let you know. Should have went to sleep an hour ago, but I needed to get myself a chicken sandwich, so I'm still awake for a bit. Well, enjoy the chicken sandwich, Lard Martini. Trombones and monkeys. What's there not to like? Yeah, I mean, it's an absolutely unhinged game. It's so fun. It's super funny. It's hella silly. Yeah, it is hella silly. I might bring the girl who I think likes me into chat. Oh my gosh. Okay, Kit, here's my thoughts on that. That's a calculated risk. Because here's the thing. You might go, hey, here's a streamer that I like to watch sometimes. And then you throw them here into the deep end, and it's going to be a sink or swim moment. Either that girl is going to survive it, and you're going to go, wow, they're the one. They're strong enough. Okay, I dig it. Or this girl might just drown and die. And then that's, you know, you're a murderer then for exposing that girl to this community and this chat and this streamer. I'm just letting you know. I'm letting you know the risks. There's like prison time probably. I don't know. We need to behave if they come to join us. When has chat ever behaved? Like, thank you, by the way, Nettles, for the 100 more bits. What happened to you being grounded? Huh? I would like to know. Not the murder. Yeah. Well, I'm just telling you. Yeah, and we all get weird. Yeah, literally, it's so funny because anytime someone's like, hey, guys, this username in chat is my significant other, and I convince them to drop by the stream, or hey, chat, this is my longtime friend, and they're in the chat now. Everyone goes feral. I don't know what happens. It's like a bunch of raccoons that are, like, rooting through the trash, and they found, like, a stashed bag of drugs and got into it accidentally. Like, you guys go absolute bananas. It's weird. Gonna be lurking, playing No Man's Sky. Just want to give you the... Whiplash, what the heck? Thank you for your generosity. Enjoy No Man's Sky. By the way, do you recommend starting No Man's Sky? I know that they patched it into, like, the game that they had promised initially at launch after, like, a really crappy, shaky couple first years. I've heard that it's actually really good. Would you recommend it? Is it, like, worth jumping into? Because I was thinking about doing, like, another big open world survival crafting style game, and I've heard really good things about all the upgrades they've given that. Unfortunately, poorly behaved in several chat lores now. The deep lore runs back. Cocaine raccoons? Yeah, it's like Cocaine Bear, but like smaller. You have actual little hands. You like shiny objects and get into like places you shouldn't be. Whereas like Cocaine Bear like eats people, you know? Cocaine raccoons don't eat people. They're just like extra mischievous, extra energized raccoons. Which is just, you know, unhinged. Yeah, what the hell? Thank you so much. Thank you. Also, keep in mind, if you introduce a new person here and they hear me being like, what the hell is your problem? Why did you give me money? And like me babbling and freaking out neurotically publicly, like that might be a turnoff as well. That might be something that like confuses them as well. Thank you for kicking us into level 2. Giving us a sub to Beans82. Beans82, make sure you're saying thanks to Kit. Enjoy the emotes, enjoy the sub edge. Thank you to both of you for being wonderful members of the community. What the heck? I just went up a whole octave. We're like this Gerb Mort. Oh my god, freaking Gerb Mort. My Wi-Fi went out for a minute, but I'm back. What'd I miss? Mainly me just babbling. I just do be yapping lately. We're talking about Taco Bell a little bit ago. I don't have Taco Bell, but I do have homemade giant burrito. Ooh. I love making myself like a giant breakfast burrito, like larger than I'd get at a restaurant. You just get like a giant, like tortilla, fill it with like fluffy, you know, eggs, like scrambled eggs, sprinkle some cheese and some seasonings in there, maybe fry up some peppers or onions, slap those guys in there. Oh man, it's the best. Breakfast potatoes, you name it. Took a break from No Man's Sky for 7 days to die, which is also, oh yeah, I've heard really good things about that too. I like it because it's looting and crafting and zombies, but you can turn the settings down so the zombies aren't as scary. Oh really? Definitely think No Man's Sky is better than it was at launch. I definitely recommend it. I would certainly enjoy watching you stream. Maybe for some, like, late-night streams instead of just, you know, Powerwash and Palea. Although, obviously, you're going to see a lot of those as well. But that would be kind of fun, right? I love praise and appreciation. Give me more. You're so good at gifting subs, Kit. Oh, my God. This skill, unreal. I hope that you're patting yourself on the back because, truly... Genuinely, I appreciate you. Seriously. Lesbians rise up and chat. Oh, always. I mean, we got the sapphic vibes here. It is what it is. Lesbian here. Here we go. My whispered sighs. Hello, hi, welcome to the stream. I would bring someone to chat, but all my friends are already in chat. Gotta go out. Gotta go make more friends and convert them to the whatever the hell this community is. I dragged her to chat. Okay, well, hello, my whispered sighs. Welcome, welcome. Let's go, lesbian. Yeah, let's go, lesbians. Let's go. Again, tonight, it's all Sundays are what I like to call selfish Sundays. It's where I just play whatever the hell I want. Not that I normally don't play whatever the hell I want. Naray, what the heck? Thank you so much for gifting a sub to My Whispered Sighs. My Whispered Sighs, you just got here, but enjoy the emotes and the sub badge. Oh my god, thank you, Naray. That's really kind. If you would like to say thanks to Naray for gifting that, it's always a nice thing to do. Thank you to both of you for being here, though. What the heck? It's really, really nice. Also, Naray, we have no idea. We haven't vetted this person yet. My Whispered Sighs, you're not like a evil sleeper cell deep state agent who, like, if we say the word Obama into the mic, like if I say Obama into the microphone, you're not gonna like activate and be like, on January 6th, I was storming the Capitol. Like, we gotta make sure, Naray, okay? Gotta be careful with these. Although, to be fair, you guys have also like gifted subs to, I don't know, like various people with the word poop in their name and stuff, so, I don't know. Thank you very much. We are very normal cocaine raccoons. Thank you for the help with proving how normal we are. Ah, god damn it. I trust Kit. And that's your first mistake right there. Trusting anyone in this community. Oh boy. Thank you very much. All the generosity is very, very kind. Extraordinarily normal. Yeah, the most normal cocaine raccoons of all time. I like that you, Gooby, I like that you wrote snorfs instead of snorts. Because snorf to me sounds like it could maybe also be interpreted as like just eating it. Like, raccoons, again, have the little hands and the little fingers. They could, like, rip stuff. Like, if they found abandoned drugs, they would probably, you know, take a fistful and go, yeah, that would probably not taste good. I'm the one cocaine magpie in chat. I'm sorry, I've assigned you all what animal you are, so that's actually physically impossible. If you check the list of people that subs have been gifted to in this channel, there are some interesting usernames. Yeah, I think interesting usernames is really like the understatement of the century, if I'm going to be totally honest. Me about to change my name to Bonkers Honkers for resale. I mean, fantastic choice of username. Sky, what's up? Hello, I have a kitten on my lap. What the hell? That's so cute. Welcome. I hope you're having a good weekend, everybody, and Sky and everyone else. I don't know why I said it that way. What the hell was that redundancy? Thank you, by the way, for the hype train, everyone. All the gifted subs, donated bits, etc. I think it said four gifted subs, 300 bits, something. All of you are so kind. And then, obviously, all the donations. Unbelievable. Really nice of you all. When did we get our fursonas assigned? I didn't say it was a fursona. I said you actually were a raccoon. That's, like, very different than being a furry. Furries, you know, it's a whole process. You have to, like, get, like, a fursuit made. You have to, you know, figure out, like, how anthropomorphic your presentation is. It's like a lot of work. I've just waved a magic wand, and you're actually the animal of a raccoon. So, there you go. What animal am I? Is this a future video? What? No, it's not a future video. Everyone's just a raccoon, okay? That's the way that it is. All right, government fursona. Remember when I found dumpster kittens? We adopted 2 of them. Oh my God, Sky, did I not call that when you came into chat and shared that news? I was like, oh well, you guys are probably keeping 1, right? And then you were like, yeah, I'm trying to convince Marble Mom. That's so cute. That's so wonderful. Congrats. I need a fursona. Help me out. Brian has signed fursona. Yeah. Oh my God. Thought we were rats? I mean, some of you can identify as rats if it feels, you know, better. So, there was a really intense era where, like, we had to, like, tone down the jokes about it because it was getting a bit out of hand. But there was a brief era where chat it called themselves, because of the Gerb rat emote, lesbian crack rats for like a full month before I was like, okay, you know, a drug joke now and then is all right, but like we're making a few too many like crack jokes, so let's like chill on that. And we moved away from it. But that did happen for like a full month where people were, you know, we're doing that with that emote. The only real genders, raccoons and rats. Exactly. What, I mean, is that not science? We adopted 2 of them. Mom kept 1. One was on the fence about being adopted, so basically we left it up to fate and said if it fell through, we'd keep him. And, well, I have 2 kittens, so we know how that went. Oh, well, I hope that you give them a wonderful, wonderful home. Firefly, hello. I missed the lesbian crack rats lore. Apparently, I mean, this was, what, 3 years ago? 4 years ago? Whenever I added that emote, the Gerb rat emote. I mean, that's still one of my favorite emotes of all time. That's like a fantastic bride emote. Also, Naray, what the heck? Thank you so much for gifting a sub to DK. DK, enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the sub badge. What the heck? Thank you so much, Naray. You're unbelievably kind and generous. You are also grounded, by the way. I like this cover. Actually, yeah, this cover is pretty dope. I like when people take something from a different genre and make it even dancier. It was about 2 or 3 years ago. Okay, yeah. So like 2000, like 2021 era, I want to say. Like 2020, 2021 is my guess of when that happened. I don't know. Time is fake. That's true. That was 2019, maybe 2020. I don't think it was. Well, wait. Liz, you might. Okay. I think I introduced the Gerb rat emote back in maybe 2019, 2020-ish. But then the meme itself did not start taking form until it had to have been 2020 or 2021, maybe early 2022 or something. I think it was probably 2021 is my guess, though, because it was when the channel here was like at the height of its like pinnacle like CCV viewership, like really high, and it was like crazy. I don't even remember, like, I don't even remember how it started. We were doing one of the things where like a joke started, like one person said a phrase, and then we all neurodivergent like echoed it to each other, and then it like bing 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 bing, like a pinball around the community suddenly hit the big like multi-ball bonus, and it was everywhere. Like that was the only joke chat made for like a month. It was crazy. It was absolutely out of this world how fast that meme took on like a life of its own here. It was all pre-pandemic, assuming my memory is right. Was it all? No, there's no way. Because there's some people here who didn't join until pandemic time. Yeah, Rat Emote was pre-Panini. Joke was Panini. Yeah, that's what my thought was on it. Hive Mind? Oh, yeah, we do have a rat Hive Mind, for sure. Or Mycelium Network? Yeah, Gerb Rat is pre-2020. Lesbian Crack Rats was either 2020 or 2021. Okay. Yeah, things, I don't know. It was fucking insane here. The lore behind our memes. Here's the other thing that is like so confusing probably to new people who join the community. Like looking at all of my emotes that are kind of silly ones. The lore behind a lot of these emotes is so old at this point. I actually don't expect a lot of people in the community to know that the lore behind some of the stuff. Like Waterbrand water is ancient. Crab milk is so ancient. The emote is super ancient. I need to just get rid of it. I might just put that on BTTV and like open up an emote slot for like Gerb Mommy or something. Even like Gerb Leaf is kind of old at this point. Like Gerb Toilet is ancient. You can also tell from the type of hair I have in the emote. That's the other thing. Is like Touche is what, the newest meme, I think? I'm a depository of every meme that I came in for. Yeah, it's like the people who joined during pandemic time, having memories of the meme, I think is what gives us our timestamp on that one for the Gerb Rat stuff. Gerb weed never die. If I ever duck out of this business, I invest in like a dispensary or something. Maybe that's my exit strategy from content. I'll have to make a brand called Girbeagly. See how it does. Speaking of meme lore, I think of Lab every time I pull a Vanillite card. Oh, God. You know what's really funny about you saying that, Liz? I was just talking to Ashley Roboto yesterday night about Pokemon cards because her and Max are getting really into opening them. And I was talking to her about it, and I was thinking of like all the product that Pokemon sent to me over the years. And just thinking back to, like, I just randomly had the same thought of, like, thinking back to the older Pokemon card opening streams where Lab would just, like, celebrate and, like, try to manifest fucking Vanillites in every set that I opened during Sword Shield. And it was just, what a nightmare getting, like, 50 of those in a stream was. And then I was in Chris's stream a couple days ago. Actually, I was already talking about Vanillites, I guess, like a couple days ago, because I went in one of Chris's streams, and he was talking about Pokemon, because they were doing the Cobblemon event, which, by the way, if you guys don't know, so they did Team Nitude just did, this is a quick aside. Anyway, we were talking about Pokemon in Chris's stream, and we were talking about how silly some of the newer designs are, and I was like, yeah, they made a fucking ice cream cone into a Pokemon. And then gave it 2 evolutionary forms beyond its base form. You didn't have to do that, Pokemon. You could have just kept the one stupid ice cream cone that was dumb and didn't make sense. I mean, they made a bag of trash of Pokemon, which you guys loved when I would pull Trubbish. Because you were like, yay, it's us. That was kind of cute. But, like, Vanillite, why did they give Vanillite? They could have just kept it, oh, yeah, we have a silly one-off Pokemon that is an ice cream cone with a fucking face. And then they added 2 more evolutions, they had middle form and an advanced adult evolution. Why, dude? Yeah, Little Hellion. So the Nitude, the Nitude Cobblemon event. If you guys didn't see that, Clobbopus, 10 out of 10. I love Clobbopus. Little cute octopus with the boxing gloves. What's not to love there? You know? Speaking of Pokemon cards, I've been buying packs more often here and there. I pulled a Rainbow Rare the other day. Let's go! Just a trainer. No, some of those trainer cards are huge hits. Those are big chase cards. They're fun. Kids Cone, Big Cone, and Double Cone. Yeah. If you guys didn't see it the other day, this was a really cool event called the Neat Dude Victory Road event, I think is what they were calling it. But they were using the Cobblemon Minecraft mod, which allows you to run around in the open world in Minecraft and capture Pokemon. There's like Pokemon running around, and you catch them, and you train them up and everything, just like it's like a 3D open world Pokemon, but in Minecraft, which is a cool mod. Very, very cool mod. They were raising money for Palestine, right? Like for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund, which in my opinion is one of the best charities out there. To help out with the horrible atrocities, the war crimes going on in the world right now. And it's just like, because you're helping kids. You're helping kids. Regardless of like what your beliefs about the world are, I think that it's a pretty easy thing to be like, children should not be suffering or dying. And they raised thousands of dollars during that event, which is fantastic. I'm so happy that happened. I was trying to help EP in the Victory Road event, but it was complex. But it was really cool. Yeah, they planned it out pretty well. The problem was we didn't get like as many trainers involved as we wanted to with it. A lot of Pokemon statues, including a buff Pikachu with pierced nips. That sounds about Team Nitude right there. But I really thought that was a cool event. They raised a lot of money. I was originally supposed to be a part of that event. I was going to be one of the trainers that took on the gym leaders. But some of you might know this. I am someone who is partnered with Pokemon. And I sent a little ping to my Pokemon rep. And I went, hey, there's this event that my stream team's doing to raise money for a really great charity. But they're using this mod that, is not an official Pokemon Company mod. And it, portrays Pokemon. So, I ended up going, is it advisable that I play something that is not an official Pokemon product? And he said, unfortunately, I have to advise you that would not be a great, thing. It's like something that Pokemon and Nintendo frown upon. It's playing unofficial mods of things that are, rip-offs of like the IP, stuff like that. And he was like, I won't narc on you. I wouldn't narc on you if you did it, but he was like, it would be a calculated risk. So I had to step down from that event, which is totally understandable. Like, the whole reason I even got approached is I don't play like the emulated ROMs. I don't do like the weird fusion games that use like Pokemon official assets to like make the weird like fusion mons and stuff like that. As fun as those are, as much as I like them, as much as I grew up with ROM and emulated culture, even back when I was a kid and couldn't afford games, like it doesn't make sense for me to, unfortunately, like it doesn't make sense for me to give up a really, really good AAA sponsorship like that. So that was where I had to be, and I had to tell the team, I was like, I feel really bad that I have to step down, but I did step back from that. But I knew that they were going to knock it out of the park. They raised like, what, $3,000 for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. Really happy. That's going to go towards getting kids food and clothes and medicine, all the great things that are needed during a time of crisis. So, really fun stuff. Pokemon doesn't seem to like Nuzlocke either. No. So that was a misunderstanding. So they did release a follow-up statement, but obviously the big misinterpreted clickbait headline took off too much and did way too much damage. So the idea with Nuzlocke is you can do a homegrown Nuzlocke and they'll have no problem with it. Like if you are like, I have my Game Boy Advance with a copy of Pokemon Fire Red in it, hooked up to like a cord that goes into my computer capture card, and I'm not emulating the game, and I'm just doing a Nuzlocke where I've made up a bunch of rules that I have to just follow, even though it's not part of the regular game. That's okay. They are okay with that. The issue that they were having were the emulated ROMs that were built-in Nuzlocke rules. So, like, the Kaizo Iron Man one is probably the most famous one. Stuff like that is just not... They will not partner with people who do stuff like that. So that's what they were talking about with the Nuzlocke stuff. But they, like, we even, me and a bunch of the other people who work with Pokemon, like, immediately reached out to our rep, and we were like, wait a second, like, how would this hurt, like, Pokemon's IP if people were doing, like, Nuzlocks, but they were just, like, following random arbitrary rules that they made up that aren't, like, coded into the game? And he was like, no, that's not what Pokemon meant by that. Someone misinterpreted what they said and then spread it around as they didn't even want people to play the game the way that people wanted to play. Like, it was just really fucking silly. Technically speaking, if you're to play Smash or Pass with the Pokemon, no, I can't do what Mark does. I cannot do a Pokemon Smash or Pass. Because here's the other part of my partnership, and I'm allowed to share this stuff. Like, this is pretty easy, like, open secret. Not even open secrets, just, like, this is stuff that does not affect my partnership, to share it with everybody. But, like, there's a reason that I have to keep things, like, family-friendly-ish when I do Pokemon content. There's a reason I'm not swearing like a sailor. There's a reason I'm not making, like, weird innuendo jokes and stuff like that. It's just part of, like, my deal with them, my partnership with them. And I can talk about Pokemon in a non-sponsored capacity however the hell I want. I can do that as much as I want. So it's not like it imposes on me. It's not. In fact, I was just telling Ashley this yesterday, because, again, we were talking about Pokemon. I was like, Pokemon, out of all the big AAA companies that I've worked with, out of, Warner Brother games, out of Netflix games, out of Konami, out of, like, all the huge, gigantic companies I've worked with over the years, Sega, Capcom, whoever, Pokemon is genuinely the easiest AAA company that I've ever worked with. I think it's dope. They're actually pretty dope. Speaking of open secrets, apparently Miku is performing at Coachella. Miku Renaissance, let's go. I saw something that infuriated me the fucking other day on the internet. Someone who was saying that Hatsune Miku was AI. I was like, you piece of fucking shit. Hatsune Miku is a synth bank of Vocaloid voices, pre-made like filters and things like that. You don't type something into an algorithm that is then generated by a computer brain. It's stuff that's pre-programmed. She's a pop idol who's pre-programmed. It's a different thing. It's a totally different thing, and I will not take the motherfucking slander of people calling Miku AI. Unbelievable. You guys know, I got a freaking Hatsune Miku figurine down there that you guys can't see. It's right off camera. Justice for Miku. Exactly. Miku, my beloved. Exactly. Yeah. Yo, what's up, anime fangirl? How dare they call her AI Big Man? Yeah, she's not AI. There's a big difference. There's a huge difference between those types of things. When you hear the, like, weird, like, AI generated video shit on, like, YouTube and TikTok and stuff, that's not the same thing. That's not the same thing as Hatsune Miku. All right? I will not take the slander. That's all I'm gonna say. They're banks. They're sound banks. They're audio banks. All right. Yeah. AI wishes it was Miku. Exactly, Sarah. AI could never do what Hatsune Miku has done, which is go on David Letterman, a late night talk show, and sell out stadiums, sell out venues, music venues. That's all I'll say about it. All right. Haters gonna hate, yeah. Yeah, and perform at Coachella. What the hell? That is so wild. That's actually so wild. AI takes no talent. Vocal synths take talent. Yeah. There's still user input that's, like, a lot more specific. Miku was on David Letterman years and years ago. So David Letterman was, okay. So regardless of how you feel about Letterman... as a entertainer or a human being, Letterman one of the things that he did on his show pretty regularly was have really off the beaten path weird shit on his late night show. So he had Hatsune Miku on it years and years ago, which is hilarious. Back when it was like, you know, when like Hatsune Miku stuff was first taking off. And then he had K-pop, like early K-pop. I'm not talking BTS. Everyone's had BTS on their show. But like 10 years before BTS was even a twinkle in the eye of K-pop, he had a whole bunch of like Korean girl groups on the show from like second wave K-pop. It was awesome. It was really cool. Yeah, indie bands. Yeah, a ton of indie bands. Like weird indie bands too that were not like, oh, we're getting radio play. Like we're getting radio play for like one single, but then no one knows the rest of our album. And they'd have like the full ass, like, you know, they'd set up a nice performing stage for them and everything in the studio. It was great. It was really cool. It was a cool way to discover new music, for sure. Hatsune Miku did a collab with Set It Off? Wait, when? What the hell? I didn't know that. That's wild. Paved the way for K-pop sensations. Yeah, I mean, honestly. He's a pioneer ahead of his time? A little bit. He kind of was. Like, he did a lot as far as, like, showcasing stuff that was not, like, the norm on his show. So, pretty cool. Very, very cool. Letterman was responsible for Hootie and the Blowfish getting popular. Wait, was he? I don't know if that's true because Hootie was very popular. But I wouldn't be that surprised if that helped further boost it. Because, like, Hootie and the Blowfish, again, I'm ancient, so I was growing up when Hootie was big. It was already pretty big by the time I heard about Hootie being on Letterman. But probably definitely aided in the popularity because everybody watched Letterman when I was a kid. David Letterman getting Girls' Generation on? Yes, Girls' Generation specifically, because here's what Girls' Generation did. Again, for all of you little K-pop babies who don't know very much or were not alive when this happened or are just, you know, young as fuck zygotes in my community. BTS putting out a fully English album, that kind of thing. Cool, awesome. It's so cool that they did like singles and stuff like that, you know, took off. I'm glad for them and their fans. I'm never gonna shit on another, like, I'm not gonna shit on a K-pop group, you know. Like, I'm not gonna shit on the fan. Like, enjoy your kings, you know. But Girls' Generation was a old school girl group in K-pop. And they fucking rocked. I loved Girls' Generation. They were one of my favorite. They were one of the first Korean groups ever. I'm pretty sure they're the first girl group to ever release a fully English album. And he was like, oh, cool. They speak English. They sing in English. And a bunch of them could speak English fluently. That he was just like, oh yeah, come on the show. It was awesome. It was fucking sick. Is the coolest thing. Especially, again, I've brought this up before. When I grew up, it's probably hard to imagine this because a lot of you are young and you've known K-pop to be a part of like the cultural zeitgeist. But when I was growing up, there was almost no Korean representation. There was certainly not any positive Korean representation. So like, you know, being fairly young when this happened, like relatively young compared to how fucking old I am now. I mean, that's some cool shit to see any Korean media at all. And again, like positive portrayal of Korean media, really cool. 7, never gonna shit on another K-pop idol is what I'm hearing. Exactly. Yeah. Listen, I'm freaking 7 from Boyfriend Dungeon. What do I have to be jealous of? I just woke up in my sword form. And I crackle with electricity. I'm already pretty cool. You know? Remember watching them on a show? I was so excited. It's cool. It's really cool. I mean, it was so exciting because, again, K-pop was not a fucking thing back then. Like, it was to a degree, but not the same way. It was big in Korea, but, like, in a different way than it is now. And it had almost no foothold in America. Listen, I did not have very many friends when I was growing up. But in high school, you could talk to anyone who went to high school with me, and they'll be like, oh yeah, Brian had like fucking burnt CDs of just like Korean rap and Korean like pop music that he would just constantly be listening to all the time on my CD player. So, hi Morgan, I love you. Big Bang also went on a sold-out tour in America, so I don't really understand the argument that BTS paved the way in America. So, like, here's my thing. This is the way, just so that, obviously, also I'm not stepping on toes, because, ARMY, I know that you're feral and you have trouble separating reality from opinion. But, BTS, definitely, I will never undercut the merit of them really paving the way for, like, the current, like, Hallyu wave that has been, like, a big thing in America of, like, this love of Korean culture that some people, unfortunately, go too far with and fetishize. But that it is crazy when you tell someone, like, oh, yeah, that's kind of like what Big Bang did 4 years before them, or, like, you know, Girls' Generation did, like, 6 years before them or whatever. And people will be like, that didn't happen. Well, they weren't popular when they did that. Yeah, they fucking were. There's a reason that in a market like America that did not give a shit about K-pop were like, wow, these are big enough sensations in their home country, we're going to have them on. That's that. I got to replay Boyfriend Dungeon. 7 was my first playthrough, even before I watched stream years ago. No way! I hope that you liked my vocal performance as 7 in that game. That was my, like, first major breakout indie role in a game. So that's really cool. I'm so glad we have Boyfriend Dungeon fans in this community. I feel like the hype for that game was, like, huge. It swelled. It got gigantic. And then the game came out. Everyone loved it for, like, a week. The weird controversy hit after a few days. You know, it was in headlines more for the controversy than how good of a game it was. And then it just fizzled, disappeared. They put out the DLC. The game got popular again. And then it just, again, just the way that we trend cycle fucking everything, just disappeared again. So the fact that some of you still remember Boyfriend Dungeon and loved it, I mean, it only came out 3 years ago, which is really crazy. Is very, me and everyone who worked on that game are very grateful. Unpopular opinion, BTS isn't the best K-pop group. Sorry, not sorry. I mean, you're allowed to have an opinion. You are. But your opinion is also not the truth, you know? I like a few of their songs, you know. They're not my favorite group, but also, you know, what can you do? Shiny, I can't capitalize, wait. What about Shiny? Shiny and Girls' Generation was where it was when I was young. Shiny, great. Great group. One of my favorites of all time. Needs a comeback to it. I would love to see, like, I hope that the tabletop RPG that they're making for Boyfriend Dungeon really takes off. Like, I really hope that it brings some love back for that franchise. I hope if they ever make a Boyfriend Dungeon 2, like, you guys know I gotta make a guest appearance on it. There was controversy. It was huge, Little Hellion. It sucked because it sucked all the life out of the entirety of that game's launch. So what happened was, when they first released the game, and this is just a testament to, unfortunately, those of us who are aiming for progress and understanding in the world, and you know, people being better and, like, embracing sensitivity and kindness and mindfulness has gone a little bit too far. And this is something that you'll hear a lot of BIPOC people bring up, specifically, but marginalized people in general. But we have this horrible habit in marginalized communities, whether you're someone who's LGBTQ+, BIPOC, you name it, where we tend to over-criticize those of our own. There's this, like, weird belief, like, oh, because you are part of this community, you should be better at not being, you know, X, Y, and Z. Which is that statement alone is an understandable mindset to have. Because it's like, yeah, you've suffered from systemic issues, so maybe you should be a little bit more aware about that stuff. The issue is that it then extends to things that are, like, a little bit more nitpicky and shitty. So what happened was Boyfriend Dungeon launched a few years ago. Everyone was hyped for this. This was one of the biggest, most successful Kickstarter launches for an indie game ever. And then what ended up happening... Yo, what's up, Savvy Kitten? Hello, hi, welcome to the stream. And then what ended up happening... And thank you for the 8 months! Thank you for using your Prime here. I know you only get one of those a month. Thank you for using it here and supporting what I do. That's super nice of you. Thank you. Can we get a little bit of pride and hype in the chat, please? What happened was... So the game launched. And people were initially like, oh, this is really fun. We've been waiting for this for years since it got kickstarted. Oh man, this was made by a marginalized dev team. LGBTQ plus rep is everywhere. The game, allows you to be poly. The game has like a really interesting concept and gameplay loop and all of that. But people were not quite ready for the character of Eric. And if you guys have played Boyfriend Dungeon, then he is a creepy guy. He's a creepy guy. He's a really creepy character. He's meant to be creepy though. And what ended up happening was people didn't think that the trigger warning, which most games do not have built into their opening screens and like character creation menus and stuff. This one did. Everyone was like, oh yeah, it's so awesome. You can pick your pronouns and all this stuff. And there's a big splash screen with a trigger warning of like, hey, there's really intense stalking and there's violence in this game and there's X, Y, and Z. For some reason, that warning did not seem like enough for people. And then the really extra weird people who are like, I want to over-police everything and over-sterilize everything, jumped in and they were like, okay, not only was the warning not good enough, but also the other thing that pisses us off is, why is Eric such a bad guy? Why is he so creepy? Well, I don't know, guys, because if you have media without a bad guy in it, sometimes you can't really push the narrative that you're trying to write. Just because a bad guy exists doesn't mean that their behavior is being glorified or sympathized with in any kind of way. Sometimes the bad guy is there to prove a lesson of being a bad guy makes you fucking shitty. And the good guys get to overcome that and go, ha, see, you're shitty. Why were you so shitty and bad? And that's the point of Eric. And it got so bad that people were sending death threats to my fellow castmate, Alex Gross, who is a phenomenal voice actor, by the way. You are absolutely, very nice guy. I've met him multiple times. But he did the voice of Eric, and people... Yeah, exactly, Liz. This character is creepy and bad. Yeah, they're the bad guy. That's the fucking point. Yeah. There isn't room for anything negative in media for some people anymore. Media literacy just doesn't exist. Yeah, it's like critical thinking skills at an all-time low. Of like, yeah, just because there are bad guys in it doesn't mean that the creators of the thing are trying to glorify bad behavior or the bad guy. Like, bad people do exist in reality, and that sucks. So it's kind of nice when we have archetypes where the bad person is taken down and portrayed as bad, because we get to go, hey, here's a teaching lesson for those of you who might need an extra one. Being bad sucks. Look at how sucky it is. You shitty, sucky shitface. But they were sending death threats because they couldn't separate fiction from reality to my buddy Alex Gross, aka Octopimp. Again, fantastic content creator. He's been making content for over a decade. He's a really talented voice actor. Literally one of the nicest people I've ever met. Super nice guy. So they were sending him death threats. So that became the big controversy was, oh, why did this game with LGBTQ plus themes, not made by LGBTQ plus people, not have enough trigger warnings? And also, the guy who because this person, this voice actor whose job it is to add a voice to a character, voice this bad person, it must mean he's the bad guy. He's bad too. Let's attack him for this character that he portrayed. He should have known better than to portray a bad guy like this. He should have said, no, I'm sorry, I don't want to voice someone who is like an abusive bad character. What does that mean? Do we get like a real abuser to voice the abusive bad character then? Are you fucking weird? Yeah, you are. You're fucking odd. You're fucking strange, dude. I think it's really frustrating when media offers trigger warnings and people blow past it and get angry about it. It's like reading a cup that says, scalding hot coffee, and taking a sip and being mad you burned your mouth. Yeah, the warning was there. Right. Exactly, Mavis. Exactly. It's a fucking bummer that happened because the game was fantastic. It was very fun. I think the people who had complaints and criticisms about the gameplay in Boyfriend Dungeon, absolutely valid. There's some things that I wish that the team had expanded upon, or features they would have, quality of life a little bit more. But overall, for an indie game made by like I will let you know, the team outside of us voice actors was like 6 people. Phenomenal fucking game. Very high quality of polish and you know, like aesthetic and gameplay programming and all that shit, you know? So, that's it. Yeah, I always get really excited when there's an actor who makes me hate their character. It means they did a great job. I can't believe people just cannot separate actors from characters. Yeah, same thing happened to Laura Bailey again recently, or she was talking about it again. If you guys don't remember her in Last of Us Part 2, people sent death threats to her and her newborn child because she voiced Abby. I'm sorry, that's a fucking fake character that you're sending real death threats to the real actor and her baby? You're demented. You need to be locked up. You're strange. So, it's almost like voice acting is genuinely acting. Yeah, it's just acting also at the end of the day. And that's the weirdest part of it, is like half the time we don't even look like the characters that we're playing when we're voice actors. So you have to be extra off the deep end and out of your mind if you send real threats to real human beings over the fake portrayal. You know? It's just really odd. Very, very odd. Yo, what's up, Laundry? How we doing? Good to see you here. Yeah, her interview made me cry. I was, like, shaking with rage when I watched it, Little Hellion. It takes a lot to piss me off. You guys hear me bitch and moan about shit. I get frustrated. I rant like this shit all the time. But, like, I will let you know, like, there's very little that, like, pisses me the fuck off. But sending a death threat over fictional media that doesn't harm anybody is one of the fucking most brain-dead things you can possibly do as a human being. Why would you threaten someone else's peace and life over something just because you didn't like their character? Doesn't make fucking sense. You're a bad person for voicing the character, so I'm going to be the good guy and send death threats to you. Yeah, exactly, Firefly. The logic breaks down almost immediately. You know? It's like a piece of cotton candy and water. Like, you're not making sense. You are structurally unsound. It's just crazy. Just absolutely crazy. So, wish that this group of people weren't so loud, because the more this happens, the more that those game series, movies, etc. Become sterile because they're afraid of telling different or scarier, deeper stories. Yeah, absolutely, Savvy. I agree. The other thing, too, that really sucks about it is, like, being a voice actor. Like, I love interacting with fans. We've had people who have come by and been like, oh my god, I loved your portrayal of Tessio in, you know, Azure Striker Gunvolt 3. I love your portrayal of Seven in Boyfriend Dungeon. Hey, what other games are you in? I want to get into them. I think that you're a fun person. That kind of thing. But, like, it makes it hard to want to have a relationship. And it's obviously hasn't affected me. Because I haven't been part of a fandom that's quite that intense and fucking out of their mind. But, like, it makes it very hard for voice actors who are historically incredibly in tune with their fan bases, love the support they get, very friendly towards going to the idea of going to conventions to meet fans and to do panels where they get to, like, you know, use their, like, someone will raise their hand and be like, hey, can you do, like, your character's voice, like, ordering Taco Bell, like, yeah, in front of this live panel, and they'll be like, yeah, no, that's really funny, let's do that, you know, like, voice actors are traditionally, like, allies of, like, gamers and, like, you know, nerd culture in general, cartoon culture, whatever, anime culture, like, we're just as nerdy as you guys. We love this media. We love the things that you love, and we want to love it together. But, like, it's so weird that the line crosses over where, like, fans will, like, send death threats to real human beings who are doing their job of playing pretend. Because at the end of the day, being an actor is just, you're really good at playing pretend. You're good enough at playing pretend that someone believes that you're not playing pretend. But there's still the barrier of, yes, this is fucking pretend. So it's really insane to see that kind of thing. Especially in Laura Bailey's case, like, that made me so sad. There's such thing as disliking something without making it everyone else's problem. Exactly, Tito. Exactly. That's the other thing, too, is, like, have whatever opinions you want, but, like, keep them to your fucking self, like, sometimes. Like, sometimes it's okay not to talk. Not everyone has to make the same point, and not everyone has to automatically, like, you know, cross a line publicly. That you don't need to do that. No, it's just really weird. Antagonists add depth into stories. If everything was sunshine and rainbows, it doesn't feel real or show depths of characters and challenges they face. In the end, they're not real people. Exactly, TMT. Exactly. So, works without antagonists are also incredibly... Yeah, there's plenty of works that are fantastic that don't have antagonists in them. But it doesn't mean that we shouldn't tell stories without them. Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. As the thing, I cannot look at John Bernthal without getting mad, Reshane in The Walking Dead, but whenever I explain that to people, it always comes with the disclaimer. I'm sure John himself is a wonderful and kind man. Heard from friends, he's very sweet. Just can't detach his face from Shane. Yeah, and that's understandable because the dislike still comes from the portrayal of a character. But you yourself do not, like, think of John Bernthal specifically and go, wow, I hope that guy's dead. You know, like that, there's a big difference between being like, ooh, you were so good at that thing that you did that it's iconic in my brain forever. And oh, I actually think you're that character and I'm unwell enough to say something threatening. You know, those are two really different things. Some people have lost the ability to dislike something just because they don't like it. They have to come up with more risks. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, moral grandstanding and pedestaling yourself has gotten so weird where people will be like, instead of just being like, yeah, I didn't really like, you know, how abrasive the audio design of that show was. But so it wasn't for me. I had to turn it off. And you don't even have to be like, oh, if other people like it, enjoy it. You don't even have to do that part. You can just be like, yeah, it wasn't for me. This thing was not for me. Is a message we've definitely lost as a culture, which is really weird. Where it's like, not everything has to be made for you. Some things you're not gonna, like, again, as long as they're not hurting people, like, sometimes it's okay to just walk away from something and go, that's not for me. I'm not a fan of it. Okay, goodbye. And that's that. You don't have to go, well, it's not for me. And did you guys see what they did in that one episode? Man, oh man. That they were talking, one of the characters was talking about how much he didn't like Taylor Swift, and obviously he's only saying that for sexist reasons, because if you look at the tweets from the director and they go down this giant like fucking wormhole where it's like, so now that's why it's okay for me to hate this thing, but if you like it, you're the fucking worst in the world. And it's like, you didn't need to go through all that, man. You could just be like, yo, I didn't like the soundtrack of the show, so it just, like, wasn't for me. No problematic material in it at all. Just, I can walk away from that, you know. This thing triggered me, so I can't watch it, becoming this thing triggered me, so no one should watch it. Yeah. It's the difference between, you know, it's like, you know, we have this talk when we talk about, like, bodily autonomy and stuff like that. Is like, you are allowed to make decisions for yourself. If it is something that you go, that thing affected me, I will now attend to myself. Super valid. All of us should strive to do that. It makes us more aware of our own feelings, our own reactions, our own sense of self. All of that's, like, really good. But the moment you go, well, I didn't like that thing. That thing elicited a reaction out of me. Now no one should be able to enjoy it. That's a very different... Now you're trying to police how other people feel, and now you're the problem. Now you're the weirdo. You're also allowed to feel uncomfortable with media without having to hate it. Hate doesn't need to be the ultimate emotion. Right, it's like some people, like, run to the end of the finish line where they're like, hate is the final leg of the race, and I have to get into it. And it's like, you really don't have to fucking do that. Yeah, it's like, it's all right. Don't yuck someone's yum unless it harms someone in a group. Yeah, exactly. Like, obviously, like, if it's media where it's like, hey, we're portraying this, like, one group of people as, like, subhuman, yeah, everyone should just go, that is not a good thing to do. You know, that is some really clear messages being shared that are really problematic and like, systemically evil. Like, obviously, every now and then something like that gets released. And then it's a different conversation. But when it comes to, yeah, like, you know, something that's pretty innocuous, it's something that's, like, pretty benign, it's always so strange when people, like, bring morality into it. It's really, really weird, you know? Sometimes media is supposed to make you uncomfortable because that's the story it's trying to tell. You're allowed to step away from it if it's too much for you, but that doesn't mean you get to shit on people who can appreciate the message. Right. Or, again, like, sometimes media is meant for a specific group of people or a specific perspective from people who've walked a certain way throughout life. And I mean, there are times I've turned on movies and I go, hey, I didn't really get it, but I can also tell this wasn't really meant to target me or speak to me directly. Cool, whatever. You know, I won't watch it again. That's cool. I'm glad it exists for those people. That's dope. You know, that will happen. I just think that staying in your lane has gotten very lost in our society. I agree. Like, I'm here to share my opinion, but if someone has a differing opinion from me, as long as it's not, like, shitty, you know, like, as long as someone's not being like, well, yeah, this is the reason that we need to, like, do this horribly ridiculous over-exaggeration of shit, then I don't know, I'm just here to vibe. I'm here to go, okay, cool, yeah, I don't have all the answers, you're right. That's a different way of thinking about it, cool. You know? It's just a weird world, you know? Very strange. Anyway, that's why I really appreciate the fuck out of this community. You guys we have these types of conversations all the time, and it's like really cool that there's a lot of people who can just live by some level of mindfulness. Because every now and then I look at like doom scroll for 10 minutes and go, wow, I've lost all faith in humanity. And then I do a stream and I'm like, yeah, you guys fucking rule. You guys are fun to talk to. You're chill. You know? So, it is what it is. It is what it is. I agree, Mavis. Like, absolutely. I always hope whenever those scenarios happen too, though, like whenever any media talks about something that's like heavier and more grounded in reality, they always have some sort of sensitivity expert on the set or the writing team, who also like coaches the actors who are going to be going through that. And you get some level of like authentic representation from the writers or the actors, or both in an ideal situation. Those are always my things about it. So as long as it's doing like that, it's like absolutely we're going to be able to tell those stories, I think. Boyfriend Dungeon, yeah. Listen, anyone who saw any of that controversy, I hope that you thought it was as fucking insane as I did. And this isn't me like being a shooter for Boyfriend Dungeon. I'm not here being like, well, I was in the game, so I have to defend it like tooth and nail. It's nothing to fucking do with that. I think a lot of the criticisms of the game that deal with the actual game itself are completely worthy of having. I'm never going to be like, oh yeah, it's terrible that the outcome of this was we had an even more in detail trigger warning, because that's what they ended up doing. Was Kitfox Games, within like 12 hours of the controversy hitting, made an even better trigger warning than the one that they did at the beginning of the game. So they responded well, and then people still were trying to drag it up like they were problematic. And it's like, no, they did the thing you asked for, which was like an even more detailed trigger warning. Like, I just think that, like, the one-to-one on logic on it was a big overreaction, which is such a bummer. And then, again, sending death threats to someone at all is just terrible and unnecessary and irrational. And I'm so sad that Alex got the brunt of that, because I had a couple people even harass me about it. They're like, oh, you're part of this, like, really problematic, shitty game. And I was like, no, what? Are you insane? Dude, what are you talking about? I love you, you're great. I love you, Morgan. Thank you for... Morgan is normally the one who has to listen to me rant for an hour and 20 minutes like you all have. But those are my thoughts on that. I'll be a Boyfriend Dungeon shooter for you. Oh my god. Like, of all the things we could criticize Stranger Things for, we're gonna criticize the bigots who got deaded due to their being bigots. Yeah, it's like the fictional universe already took care of the problem fictional characters, you know? That game reminds me always of becoming a nurse. Warm Sunshine. It's just got a place in my heart forever. It's such a vibe. I'm so happy to be here now. Oh, well, thank you so much. Again, and you don't have to love Boyfriend Dungeon. It tried to be a little bit overambitious. If I'm gonna have one criticism of Boyfriend Dungeon, it's that it had this super unique, you know, let's mash up a dating sim with an action roguelike. And those two ideas sounded so... And have the characters transform into weapons, but be, like, anthropomorphic people, you know, still. That's really interesting themes. I think the problem was, it was them literally mashing two different types of games together. And due to the dev cycle that they had and the fact that Kit Fox Games, who made it, were dedicated to no burnout, 4 workday work weeks, so they treated their employees really well, and making sure that the dev cycle wasn't too grueling or mentally stressful, speaks volumes of, like, they were able to create a really quality product under those circumstances. And also having to code it throughout the pandemic as well, like do it full remote and stuff, like absolute wild. You listen to my rants, which are normally because I doom scrolled, so thank you. Yeah, listen, we're getting you out of that this year, Morgan. You're doom scrolling less getting angry at people who don't matter. Don't try to talk us out of loving Boyfriend Dungeon. I'm not trying to. I'm literally, like, that's my only, like, legitimate concern with Boyfriend Dungeon is I think that, you know, it's not the world's best dating sim and it's not the world's best dungeon crawler, but they're 2 very capable genres. Or iterations of the genre. A really capable dating sim with a really capable, you know, roguelike dungeon crawler mashed together. And together, it was something super special. You know? I remember years ago when the Cinder conflict in Ruby came to its ugly head and people started harassing Jessica. Yeah, my brother and Christian, literally just some guy leaving her alone. Yeah, not the character. Yeah, it's such a bummer when that happens. I'm trying. I read books now that when I notice I'm doing it, I'm really trying. Yeah, no, I'm proud of you. I'm over here, like, waiting to back Boyfriend Dungeon 2, like, take my money. I have no idea if they have any plans to continue the story. I would love if they added even another DLC, because, like, the original plan I know was to, like, do more than just the first DLC. But also, I think that what they added with the DLC was supposed to be what the length of the base game was originally. And, again, because they didn't want to burn out their developers and everything like that, they released it as it released. So, yeah. It's not the best game of either genre individually, but it's the best combo of the 2 games. Right, exactly. I agree. Need to get back into Boyfriend Dungeon. I never quite finished it. There's so many... Here's the thing I love about it is... it really is a game where you just get to choose, like, when it ends. If you want to just, like, speed run the main story quest, fly through that shit, you know? Be a minimalist. That's okay. There's no problem with that. If you want to date every single character, get every single side story, 100% the dungeons, get all the collectibles, you name it, you can do that. You can plug as much time as you want into the game, and it's fantastic. I love it. And if I do say so myself, I think that the person who plays 7 did an okay job. Last I remember, I left a date with 7 and some fuck shit started happening, and then real life fuck shit started happening. I never picked it back. As the worst is, like, when your escapism, like, stresses you out as much as, like, IRL. I feel you on that one. Yeah, I'll say, the one, without giving anything away, there is one scene where, and I wish that the scene had been fully voiced instead of just they added a bunch of the lines in that game is just, like, vocalized efforts where it's just me being like, or like, like, just angry or, like, frustrated or grumpy or, like, stuff like that. But there's a scene where 7 gets angry, like, genuinely angry at something another character is doing. And it is one of my favorites. Like, I'm so glad I got to do a playthrough on the channel where I got to voice act the non-voice acted lines in that game as my character, because I love that scene. I think that's one of the greatest character developments of 7, like, in his storyline. So, really fun stuff. Anyway, chat. Real quick here. I just realized it's been, like I said, a full hour and 20 minutes. Big man, I remember that. I'm going to have to watch your playthrough. Yeah, it's, should be on the VOD channel, I believe. I don't think that's one that got deleted in the great VOD purge of 2021, or 2020, or whenever I did that. Anyway, yes, actually, Bree, exactly what it is. It's good news time. If you have good news, please feel free to share some in the chat. I've been yapping enough. Let me have you take the stage. Let me have you yap at me a little bit. As long as it's something we can comfortably enjoy together, it doesn't have to be anything big. Make sure that you are congratulating each other and encouraging each other for good news. We'll keep the yapping going, because I'll be playing Power Wash Simulator here in a moment with the Back to the Future DLC. Thank you again to Square Enix for sending that through to me. That's very kind of them. But I'll be playing that, and you guys know. I mean, I'll be yapping the whole time. So share your good news, yap upon me and my ears. and I will read as much of it as I can. But chat, you better be lifting each other up and congratulating each other as well, just because that's what we do here. Listen, I love sitting here for an hour and chit chat, and it's nice. It's cool because we get to like catch up, but we also get to like talk about stuff, you know, like our opinions on shit. I love that. Love sitting here and yapping about anything and everything. Well, thank you, thank you both of you. Like seriously, every time I hear Square Enix, I can't help but say Squeenix. I mean, that was the nickname of that when they first merged. Everyone called them Squeenix forever. Shane, what's good? Hello. Got to see the first 3 episodes of the new season of my favorite show in the cinema today. That's so fun. Oh my god, that's so fun. Glad that you had a good time. My good news is I get to hang out with y'all. Oh my god, thank you for being... Mavis, you're so sweet. I appreciate you a lot. You're wonderful. Good news, I'm going on a double date on Friday the 9th with my fiance and a friend and her date. Then we'll be partying at a Valentine's Day Sapphic event. Oh my god, have so much fun. Have a blast with all of that. Baby Goodwitch, what's good? Hello. I went out today. Hell yeah. Get a little bit of fresh air. The sun was out for us today. That was my good news. I got to go hang out with Morgan's family, which is always a fun time. And then, even though I've been sleep deprived the whole day, I got to at least breathe a little bit of fresh air. After being bedridden from the flu for as long as I was, going out, you know, leaving my house is always nice. My good news, my dog has gotten into a great routine, and her tummy has been doing better since switching to new food. I'm proud of her, and she's been through a lot this last year, and I feel so lucky to have her. Oh, I love that. Nothing but wonderful energy to you and your dog, little Helen. My good news for this week, I finished my Build-A-Bear Stitch collection, expanded my house in Palia, made more weight loss progress. Let's go! That's awesome! Sounds like W's all around for you, Saturn. Good news, I've started making some changes for and with myself, and for the first time in a long time, I feel pretty good. Feels nice to breathe. Love that. Laundry, this is the year we're all working on each other, or not on each other, on ourselves, and doing the best. That's what I was just talking about. We don't work on each other. We keep it 100 with ourselves. Focus on us. Don't police what other people are doing, you know? As long as it's not, you know, problematic. You're so sweet, as if I didn't enter chat calling you stinky. True. Oh, well, I didn't say that you can't be a menace and sweet. You know, the same way that you said, just because I have an odor, it doesn't mean it's bad. Good news, I suppose I got pre-screened for autism. Got told I would most likely receive results that said I would have level 1 autism. I'd have to go through the further testing. I've gotten support from everyone I've told so far. I still feel like I have imposter syndrome, that I'm just pretending I'm struggling with it. Well, I hope that you getting a diagnosis and more, you know, specialized care for that is something that can help convince you that you're not making it up. There's people who are literally, it's their jobs, who like spent thousands and thousands of dollars to go to school to figure this stuff out about people, telling you that you're valid and that they're here to help, basically. Like, genuinely. Wishing you a lot of luck with all that, Savvy Kid. I know it's going to be a big adjustment, but it's hopefully something that will help you out a ton. Not necessarily good news, but I need good vibes from everyone. This week starts the busy season at work, and I'm stressing out because I got put in charge of a lot. Well, damn, Tay, I mean, the silver lining there is that they trust you enough to put you in charge of a bunch of stuff.
He only likes her because she's...
That's always a good sign. You know, the right eyes are on you at work. Sending you nothing but good luck, though, because holy crap. I know I've missed a lot of good news here. I'm so sorry, everybody. Amiria, thank you for 30 months. That is such a long time. What the heck? Can we please get a little bit of pride and some hype in the chat? Thank you so much. Thank you. Good news, my boyfriend and I broke up for the better, and I've been successfully working on myself and bettering myself. DK, I'm so sorry that you had to go through that event, regardless of how good the terms are. It's never like a fun process. Really, really happy to know, though, that like you're aware that like any time you spend with yourself, like, and I'm not saying like sitting in a room all alone, but like to me, time with yourself is like realizing who you are, evaluating yourself, like being like okay with like just being with yourself, you know, like being by yourself, whatever it might be. That is all a huge step on the process of self-improvement, because the thing you're focused on is you. What are your goals? What are your fears? What do you want the future to look like? You know, that kind of thing. I think that's really wonderful that you're taking the time to do that for you. Know that we're sending you tons and tons of energy. Lots of good vibes, because, like, that's a tough thing to go through. But you are not alone, 100%. And the moments that you are alone, like I said, I hope that you know that that counts as growth. It really does. So, My good news is my brother's B-Day dinner was last night, and the food was so good, and there was live music from a very talented violinist. He saw my mom taking a picture in the restaurant, came over and told her, record, and then shredded the fuck out of that violin. That's dope as hell. Love that. Oh my god, that's so fun. Happy belated birthday to your brother as well. That's so fun, Halloween. My good news is that I was cast as my second big character in my Rocky cast. Next Saturday, I play Trixie, which means I get to perform a bit of my choice while lip-syncing to the opening song of the film. I'm doing a Valentine's-inspired drag moment. I've been working on it all week. I'm so excited. Sloth, have so much fun with that. Oh my god. Such a talented group of people in this community. So many of you. We got people who do art. We got people who write. We got people who make content. We got people who are actors in theater, or we have a couple people who've been in like movies, published authors. Like, god damn it, you guys like blow me away every single time. It's really cool, like genuinely. Some of you are getting like, you know, props at work, which is cool, like your manager's recognizing you. Some of you are like, yo, I was panicking, but I just finished like a school paper and I kicked ass at it. You're all superstars. You're doing great. Again, boyfriend. I'm still thinking of Boyfriend Dungeon. I literally almost just said, again, Boyfriend Dungeon. Boyfriend Dungeon's my good news. You know, all the death threats were really fun. Jesus. Good news is great because no matter how big or small your news is that you share, I hope that it is something that makes you proud to share, makes you feel good. Don't compare yourself to others. Know that any progress is progress we want to acknowledge and validate. For sure, yeah. Not the death threats, yeah. Got some real cool people here. Love you guys. Yeah, we got some super dope people. And who's to say that you're not, like, even if you are one of those people who's like, I just can't help it. I can't help comparing myself to other people. Man, this person has a published author in chat. Man, I'll never hit that. How do you know? How the fuck do you know that? You might be like, yeah, I'm not a good writer, but, like, I make music. Who knows that, like, you don't, like, upload something to SoundCloud and it blows the fuck up? Happens to a ton of people, actually. You know, you have no idea. Could become like a trending TikTok sound. You have no clue. Tomorrow is the unknown. We tackle it one step at a time, one day at a time. We figure our shit out, you know? Maj, what's good? Hello, hi. Welcome to the stream. Good news, I'm slowly starting to get back into art again. Hell yeah, Liz. Let's go. So many people's creative passions have been reinvigorated by this new year. I don't know what's going on, what's in the water, what's in the air, but we're doing it. We're gonna get back into our shit. We're gonna do good. You never know if you don't try. Exactly. Something super weird happened. My laptop shut off while I was playing Minecraft. When I reopened the game, a piece of my house got teleported to a different area. At least it's easy to rebuild. That's so weird. Yeah, sometimes chunks like load in wrong, like, and glitch out. So strange. Also, I'm finally really starting to get comfortable at work, and I might get to start training other new nurses soon, which is huge, and I'm terrified to train them, but I'm going to try so hard. Awesome. That's awesome. I'm so glad. Like, just feeling more comfortable at work is such a relieving feeling because you're just like, I don't have to worry about not only, like, the social aspect and all the nuance of the job. Like you're, like, instead of just worrying about that and not knowing how to do, like, the basic premise of my job, or, like, not being familiar with the environment, one of those elements is now taken off the table, and you don't have to worry about it as much. It's such a nice feeling when you start settling in. And it makes it feel like it might be something that, like, sticks around a little bit longer. It's like, oh, did I find my career? Did I find my groove? Did I find my niche? It's kind of cool. That reminds me, I need to keep writing my 3 fanfics. Damn, 3. Hey, multitasking. I was spontaneously an extra in a music video a couple years ago. Yeah, I remember when that happened, Mavis. So cool. That was for like Youngblood, right? Something like that. Little less heavy good news. I helped someone move from their apartment to their new house. Look at you go. Look at you not only being trusted with that, but being like a reliable type. You know, you're awesome. You're great for that. That's really, really good stuff, DK. My good news, I threaded my sewing machine and fixed some of my jeans. I'm hoping to fix more of the things I have tomorrow on my day off. Hell yeah, that's gotta feel good. Fixing up some stuff, getting some use out of the sewing machine, knowing what you're doing, knowing what you're talking about. Good shit. Love hearing about it, Whiplash. Maj, thank you for the 5 stream streak, by the way. What the heck? Good news, I'm feeling a heck ton better. Still not 100%, but definitely a lot closer. Hell yeah. Some good stuff. I want people to be in good health again. Because I know that the flu, you guys heard me be a big baby about that on social media and the streams that I did do. Big crybaby. But, you know, these viruses suck. For anyone who missed it, I'm trying on a new name instead of maybe. Oh, okay. I'm gonna start going by Mouse for a while and see how I feel. Oh my god. Okay, Mouse. Thank you for the reminder. If I slip up, please just give me a gentle reminder. I'm gonna do my best, I promise. But obviously, a lot more of you than there is of me. But I will try to make a mental note. That reminds me, I've been having dreams of making art lately, and I don't know why, because I haven't drawn or painted in a long time. Maybe it's that inner voice within you stirring. That's like, hey, maybe it's time to, dust some stuff up. Give it another try again. Actual good news, I've been actually on a somewhat normal sleep schedule recently. I'm super proud to be making progress on that, because with insomnia, it's been so hard in the past. I will let you know right now, Sky, between like my whacked out sleep schedule from like the flu messing with it and the fact that, seasonal affective depression causes intense insomnia in me, my sleep schedule is ass. So I'm so happy for you because I want my sleep schedule to get fixed. Me, gentle. Funny. Listen, you're a mouse for a reason. You're just a little guy. All right? So, yeah, you might think that you're tough and that you're edgy and you're cool, but you're actually, like, I mean, you're cool, but you're like, way less intensely effective than you think you are. All right, mouse? Because, like, what can a mouse do? I mean, a mouse can infest somewhere, so maybe a bad example. But, in terms of strength, magnitudes of strength, you're pretty weak. Good news, I recently started my autism assessment process, but even bigger news is I'm freaking out about getting married. Yes! Oh my god! Huge congratulations to you this Saturday. That does not feel real. I feel like this wedding's been talked about for such a long time and has been such a prominent piece of news in this community that, like what the hell? That's so amazing. That's, like, genuinely so awesome. I can't believe it's happening. It's actually happening. Yo, what's up, Spooktator? How we doing? Good to see you here. Me, a night shifter, like, what's a schedule? Yeah, when I worked I've shared it before, I used to work a factory job during the graveyard shift. I've never been more absolutely whacked out of my mind because of that sleep schedule. Speaking of, I'm probably going to head out for EP time, since I do work tomorrow morning. Oh my god, yes, no, take care of you. Sky, thank you again for being here. I'm so glad that the schedule's working out. Get some great rest. Always appreciate seeing you around. Congrats on the new kittens. Get some wonderful, wonderful sleep in, though. I hope work goes well for you. Seriously. Wedding day. Yeah, wedding day. Upcoming. Wild. I can bring the plague. Oh, my God. I mean, that's true. Skittering around in your walls and stealing your snacks. Giving Sig the old Tom and Jerry run around. Okay, so comparing you to your namesake is maybe not a great comparison. I'll have to think of something better, okay? But you get the point, okay? You get the point. You can cause me trouble, but you aren't strong as you think you are. You're not as powerful. You have no power here. Gandalf the Grey. And that's your cue to go. And then you're actually Gandalf the White, reborn after the Balrog. More powerful than Saruman was expecting. Unbelievably outclassed in the moment. Good news, I'm going to that wedding. Yeah, Sarah, have so much fun. Oh my god. It's coming up so fast. Oh my god. I hope that all the preparations are going as smoothly as they possibly can, and know that the community is sending so much love. Seriously. That's such an awesome thing. My sleep schedule is so screwed. Me, a night shifter, has been scheduled for opening shifts. Your girl opened a store on 4 hours of sleep in 2 days. I'm so sorry. I do not envy anyone who's going through that. I've done that a multitude of times in my life. The closer we get to the wedding, the higher my anxiety spike. No, it's gonna be, listen, valid to feel anxious, valid to feel nervous. But you gotta remember what I always tell you. The reason you're so nervous about this is this means a ton to you. This is a really positive thing. This is something that you care a lot about. So that means that the opposite emotion, the resulting emotion from it, once it's over and done with, the joy is going to be exponentially huge, like this giant explosion. It's going to be incredible for both of you and everyone who's attending. Also, Shane, I'm so sorry if I didn't say thank you for the bits earlier. Thank you for the 50 bits. I just saw that alert on my dashboard here. I have sensory putty that smells like gingerbread, and it's heaven. It's heaven. I'm not a big fan of putties because I just, like, I've shared before, I get, like, fucking weird. That's, like, part of my sensory issues. I don't like touching some stuff, like having stuff on my fingers. But gingerbread smell is nice. Like that. As we've covered many times in the champ, my belief is that Samwise Gamgee is the real hero of the Shire in this essay. No, so valid, though. Like, genuinely so valid. The quest would not have been completed without Sam. Samwise is, like, the best friend that has ever been written, I think. Okay? I agree with you. 100% Mouse. I just had a chance to trim some of Cocoa Bean's claws. I got one before he pulled his paw away and then tucked both claws under him safe. Baby says no. Yeah, that's Sig. Anytime we try to cut his claws, is he goes, "Rah!" and makes like a weird noise. And then we'll try to put his little paws somewhere inaccessible so that we can't finish the job. Just the way he be. Samwise is the absolute best Lord of the Rings character. Yeah, he's so good. He's S tier for sure. No problem, got to crash it. Yo, Shane, take care of yourself. Thank you so much for dropping by. Appreciate you a ton. Seriously, get some good rest. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Great start to your week. One of my good friends got me a Bofadis Nuts candle that smells like banana bread, and it actually smells so good, no joke. Morgan's best friend got her a candle that the scent is called D's Nuts, and I think it smells like, I think it's supposed to smell like hazelnuts or something. I forget. She hasn't lit it in a while, but it's like hanging out in our kitchen. Sam literally carried the... Yeah, literally he had to carry Frodo. Yeah, he carried his bro on his back. You know, after Frodo microdosed the ring a little bit too much, took a hit that was a little bit too big, and went, oh boy, I'm greening out. Samwise, like a goddamn champ, even though he was like, you know, I have a little bit of an addictive personality disorder, and that ring is looking real tempting. Never gave in to temptation, remained pure, still helped complete the mission. Even though he didn't agree with how Frodo did things, he still supported him and went along? You know? Mr. Frodo, I don't trust this Schmeagol. Come on, Sam. Give him a chance. You know, and it still went along. It went, okay, Mr. Frodo. I'll still support you because you're my homie. Ride or die. I love you. You know? One of the best characters ever written. One of the fucking best. Ever. Sam is the main character in the truest and purest show of platonic love and the power of friendship. I would die for him. He would die for you is the thing. The role would be reversed. If you said, I would die for you, Samwise, you'd go, oh, I'm dying for you. That's exactly how that would play out. Now I want to watch Lord of the Rings so bad, but it's 12:30 and I have to work tomorrow. Isn't that what sick days are for? No, don't. I don't. Imagine if I was that bad of an influence. Oh my god, I'd actually feel bad about that. Dwucky, what's up? Hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Yes, we are talking about our King Samwise. Yes. Very, very happy to talk about King Samwise. The number one, like, the true alpha of the Shire. Truly. You know? The amount of times a week, potatoes, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew, spawns my brain. You can ask Morgan. I say that line at least several times a month. It's such a quotable line. Not to mention, like, we all got, like, early meme pilled. You know? Early memes when there wasn't many memes going around the internet. That and, like, one does not simply walk into Mordor. Like, those were huge. Those were gigantic. Those were the only memes we had to play with at the time. You know, so they're really in the deep grooves of the brain. There's no one else I would talk about. I want to talk about. Give them to us raw. Give them to us raw and wriggling. Off the bat, Juba, take care. Thank you so much for vibing. Get some good rest. Lord of the Rings carried early meme culture. So true, Mouse. Like truly though. They made like techno remixes of those songs. Like EDM remixes of those lines. Potatoes, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. All the time. You need your computer on? Morgan is in the office. Everyone say hi, Morgan, or die. In Minecraft. My best friend recently saw Harry Potter for the first time. We're going through Marvel at the moment. She's never seen Lord of the Rings. We've got some work to do. Getting all the old school iconic stuff in there. This is it. One more step, and it is the furthest I will have been from the Shire. Oh, my God. So emotional. So emotional. Like, I love just, like, that purity of, like, he's never gone on an adventure, but he was born to go on an adventure. I will say this. Gandalf still might be my favorite character in the series just because, like, he's just so weird. Like, you know, obviously he's part of, like, if you know deeper Lord of the, like, Middle-earth lore, he technically is a ethereal being. But I think he's such a cool character. Like, Gandalf fucks. You know he fucks. You know. I know nothing about Lord of the Rings except for the remix of they're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Okay, listen. Taking the hobbits to Isengard, potatoes, and one does not simply walk into Mordor. There was a... Oh, my God. Those were the best early memes. One of my favorite memes of all time is of fucking... one does not simply walk into Mordor, of Boromir, right? Except it's him with a guitar that's been badly photoshopped in front of him, and like I think he's like throwing up devil horns or something. But it's like, one does not simply rock into Mordor. God, that was just like, again, that's all we had. That's all we had. That style of meme. That was millennial meme coded so strongly. Those of you who are like, oh, I wish I had lived through millennial culture. No, you didn't. Those were the building blocks, and those are iconic, and I won't shit talk those. But then every meme derived after that, you know, we had the Dexter, like the one dude, I forgot his name, the character. The surprise motherfucker, like guy, where it was like, you know, some fries motherfucker. Like, where it was just like weird, like derivative meme. That's all we had. I can hedge cheeseburger. It just got weird. He was kind of a weed grandpa with a push spell. Gandalf is a weed grandpa with a push spell is so accurate. Oh, fuck. That's so funny. And he class changes partway through the campaign. What's up with that? Yeah, hard eyes, motherfucker. I was legit about to write surprise mother. Yeah. One time I was a server at a restaurant. It was a massive rush, so I got this food to a table finally, and it was like, I'm so sorry for your wait. One does not simply walk into Mordor, get your pancakes, walk back out, and they laughed. Well, I'm glad they were cultured and they understood. You know, Brian and Morgan, same brain. We've lived together for like 14 years, you know, like it's a mind meld at this point. That scene where they just keep pushing each other. Yes, the Saruman fight, where it's just two old men on the stunt men for two old men on wires, just constantly going oh, like sideways and slamming into the wall, like hitting the ground, like they just stepped on a bar of soap. It's so. Listen, that's peak cinema right there. That was a movie that no matter how many years pass by, I'm like, man, Peter Jackson really did it right with the practical effects in that movie. Very good. Going down the boomer meme culture. I mean, yeah, boomer culture meme. Like history lesson here. Old men push each other across the floor. Yeah. My thought always was like, you know what it reminded me of? It always reminded me of, like, being the sound of like sneakers on like a gym, like a basketball court floor, like an indoor gymnasium floor, is what that scene reminded me of. I was like, it would be so funny if someone edited in like a bunch of like sneakers being like as they're, you know, flying around on the ground. It'd be so funny. Funny story, I like to watch Fellowship when I don't feel good, and I always fall asleep right after Sam says, this is it, one more stuff, and it's the furthest I will be from the Shire. I mean, listen, you are probably just immediately emotionally drained by that, because that is one of the most powerful lines in the entire franchise, and the delivery by Sean Astin, chef's kiss, perfect, great, amazing, mounting action, exposition in the movie, it's so good. I typically wake back up as they arrive at the mines of Moria. Okay, fair, because, you know, you the electricity in the air, you go, ooh, they're about to, like, beat up a whole bunch of, like, evil guys. This is going to be so fun. You have my sword, and my bow, and my, and my blank, exactly, Spooktator. That was another one of the derivative meme formats where it's like, you have my sword, and my bow, and my axe, and then it would be, like, SpongeBob. And be like, and my spatula! You know, it's just, good God. All the actors were really fantastic. One of the most perfectly cast movies of all time as well. Like, truly. Genuinely one of the most perfect casts. Whoever the casting director, I hope that they have, like, a really lucrative career going on in Hollywood right now. A great time hanging out, but I have to be up at 5:30 a.m. Oh, my God. Yes, please go take care of yourself, Sloth. Thank you so much for being here. I didn't mean to completely, like, hyperfixate on Lord of the Rings. It's just, like, one of my favorite franchises ever. So, I will... oh, yeah, okay. I didn't get to share my good news. I recently got a lot of really cool news. So, you guys know already, I got the big Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament, the quarter-century celebration tournament, celebrating 25 years of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like their biggest tournament. They're going to be doing cool stuff with, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel, which I'll be playing, and a bunch of other people will be playing on the Duel Links app. There's going to be people who are playing, you know, Master Duel. There's other formats that are involved. Big celebration of the entire 25 years of Yu-Gi-Oh! So that's coming up mid-month. So, like, in less than 2 weeks now, I will be playing on the big screen. It's going to be cool. I think I'm going to be streaming my side of it, but I believe it has to be on, like, a 5-minute delay or something insane. So I'm so sorry if, you know, I'm not able to react to chat and stuff like that. But that's going to be really neat. And then, other things that are going to be going on. I just got a copy from Atlas and Sega of the new Persona 3 Reload, which is like the remake of Persona 3, which is my favorite Persona game in the series. So they just sent me that game. So that's hype as fuck, because that game looks so good. And again, is my favorite Persona in the whole series. It's so fun. So they sent me that. They sent me the new Yakuza Like a Dragon game, Infinite Wealth, which I've been wanting to play some Yakuza games on the stream because they're ridiculous. They're just absolutely over the top and so silly and stupid. But, like, you still... And even though they're, like, this weird, like, cyclone of testosterone, because it's just, like, a bunch of, like, buff Japanese dudes beating the shit out of each other, there's something, like, weirdly wholesome and, like, genuine about it. I don't know. I love the Yakuza games. They're so fun. So we might play that. Also, because I know a bunch of the people who voice in it, which is really neat. So I kind of might want to play that soon. Persona 3 Reloaded makes me so happy besides all the voice changes. I don't mind all the voice changes. I'm rooting. Listen, I am a 100% voice actor who doesn't root against other voice actors. So I'm going to establish that right now. You can have your gripes, but I will let you know, fans who get angry about voice casting changes, typically you only have half the story, and the other half is in plain sight. You just haven't noticed it yet. You will notice during the hype-up of the marketing of Persona 3 Reloaded, the entire original cast passed on their blessing and even coached a lot of the voice, like Yuri Lowenthal, like the new voice cast. So, like, Yuri Lowenthal, like, passed his blessings on to Alex Lee, who is one of my favorite up-and-coming voice actors recently, who is playing the protagonist now, and, like, even helped coach him and everything, which is really cool. And I'm just like, I love it. I love it, absolutely. It's one of those things where, like, I'm happy to see torches being passed in the voice acting industry, because some of you might not know this, but there is, like, an upper echelon of people who get all the roles. Not all the roles, but, like, you are going to see them cast in everything. And it's not that they didn't work their asses off to get there, but it is, like, one of those things where it's like, when I'm watching an anime and I recognize there's, like, 4 main characters and I recognize those 4 main character voices, because they've been in anime for 20 years and they always get all 4 of the main roles, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, that's kind of a bummer that... And they earned the role. You know, they obviously put in a better audition. But I love the drive. I love the fucking, like, ambition of newer voice actors who are coming up and grabbing a lot of these roles. And Alex Lee is so good. If you guys have not heard his voice work, he is the not only the protagonist in Persona 3 Reloaded, but he's the protagonist in the Solo Leveling anime adaptation, which is one of my favorite Korean manhwa of all time. And he knocks it out of the park for the dub. He is a voice in the Yakuza Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth game. He's a voice in, I think he's the main character of the, like, the anime MASH, or whatever it's called. like Mashable or whatever that one's called. He's a voice actor in a ton of other like really big iconic roles now, which is really neat. Hi, I recognize that voice from where? It's Matt Mercer again. Yeah, listen, here's my thing though. I love Matt Mercer so much. I want a game or an anime where Matt Mercer does every voice. That would be such a funny gimmick. It would be so good. Is Kaiji Tang anywhere in Persona? I don't know. I don't think Kaiji got a role in Persona, but I love Kaiji. Kaiji is so good. If you guys are Jujutsu Kaisen fans. No spoilers. No spoilers. But yeah, if you are a Gojo fan, Kaiji Tang does the dub of Gojo. And Kaiji's so fucking good at what he does. He's such a funny dude, too. I'm so sad still because I had a chance to meet him. He was gonna, for the Hyper RPG one-shot that I did with the Kolak team, we did a Squid Game one-off TTRPG stream a couple years ago. And I got to be a part of that, which was super fun. It was, with like Mika, Ethan, a bunch of our other friends. And it was a blast because they live streamed it. It was a just fun, ridiculous concept. Kaiji was supposed to be a part of that. He was supposed to also be another one of the contestants on that. And I would have loved to improv with him. It would have been so fun to improv with him, but he had a different work obligation, so he couldn't make it. Savvy, take care. Thank you so much for vibing. Really do appreciate you. Like, seriously. Love the whole cast of Crit Role. They dominated the dub scene for the last 20 years, though. Right. I'm very into this idea of, like, the young blood getting in. Because, like, Alex is, I think he's only, like, 20... say like late 20s, maybe early 30s, something like that. He's pretty young, so it's really cool to see him. And I know he's been grinding on the scene for years too. Yes, Matt Mercer. Yeah, Matt Mercer he's a beautiful human being. I love him. He's like a good dude, and he's like an amazing voice actor on top of it. It's just awesome. Rebecca, hello, hi. I hope that you're having a lovely end of your weekend and a great start to your week. Thank you so much for saying hi. Give me a Matt Mercer game like that one episode of whatever DC animated IP it was where Mark Hamill's villain characters kidnap him. That would be so good. It'd be so good. But yeah, so Alex Lee is fantastic. Also, out of anyone who understands, like, there's a lot of funny voice actors out there right now, okay? Ben Starr, who, became a meme after the Game Awards where, his whole face got overexposed with, like, the spotlight. Ben Starr, he's a voice of Noctis in, or not Noctis, in Clive in Final Fantasy 16. He's getting very popular. He's done a lot of really good voice work over the years. He's super funny. People like him. Kaiji's really funny. I love a lot of the like shit posters that are in the voice acting community, especially when they get involved with the games they're a part of. Alex Lee. Oh yeah, Alex Lee's other big role is he's Luke, one of the main characters in Street Fighter 6. And he's so funny the way that he engages with like Street Fighter memes and the Street Fighter community. But he does that with all the IPs he's a part of. He does that. The Persona 3 memes on his Twitter right now are some of the funniest shit posting I've ever seen from a single voice actor in the space. He is such a funny dude. So good. Just one voice actor, VA voicing damn near every. Yeah, it's a cool gimmick when people can pull that off. Eat your heart out, Jim Carrey in what was it? Or Polar Express with fucking Tom Hanks, right? Me watching any anime from 2000 to 2012, I don't even need to wonder who the cast is. It's Laura Bailey, Todd Haberkorn, Travis Willingham, Vic, Lasagna. I love that. Caitlin Glass. Listen, yeah, that's the thing. That is the thing. I'm such a huge fan of seeing like the new blood. My guys that I have the lookout for that you guys are going to see in a lot of stuff that's up and coming here and who are getting very popular on the voice acting scene. Kaiji Tang, Erika Ishii, who's been in a number of different really cool tabletop things and gaming related things, but many people don't know that she is a ridiculously talented voice actress as well. Like they are so good at everything that they do. Erika Ishii is iconic, one of my favorite people. I want to be Erika Ishii when I grow up, and they are older than me. Yo, Tam Tate, take care. Thank you so much for being here. Like, seriously. Alex Lee is another one. Spooky. If you guys don't know the streamer Spooky, who's like friends with like Nandre and a bunch of those people, aka John Choi. he's been getting a shit ton of big roles in anime, video games, you name it. Someone to keep an eye on for sure. His career could like really, really blow up any moment because he's been getting some really dynamite roles. There's also Allegra Clark is getting like a lot of really big roles. It's been cool to watch them blow up. There's a ton of people, a ton of really, really good voice actors coming up that I've been rooting for like a long time. So very good stuff. That's it. Maybe I'll do a Persona 3 Reloaded replay or playthrough on the stream this year because again, it is one of my favorite games. And if it starts going bad, if people are like, yeah, it's like not my thing, I'm not bored, or I find it boring, I'll just play it on my own. Whatever. I still fear I wouldn't be normal around Travis. I ever met him in person. Again, because of an 06 FMA signing client interaction he was adjacent to when I was a teen. Yeah? Okay. I mean, listen, we all do a little bit of fangirling every now and then. For sure. My friend has done work for Alex Lee before, so all I really know about him is that he's a goddamn meme of a man. So funny. Wait, actually, here, let me put one of his memes on screen. Let me go to the... He's a very funny boy. Ridiculously memey person, though. Oh, yeah, fuck. Twitter does this thing now where if you're not signed in, it won't show you, so hold up. now I have to go to my fucking personal account. What is this? What is this? This guy is a silly Billy. Certified silly Billy. Saturn, take care. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope that tomorrow goes super well for you. A certified silly Billy. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. That made it sound like it was in my ears. Oh, wait. Shit. I just realized also, because I haven't streamed since Friday, I don't think that... Did I ever re-enable the sound alerts on stream? Maybe I did. Maybe I did not. Let me see. Love that we've been just chatting for 2 hours. Yeah, hey, thank you for being a... I mean, if I even pull up Powerwash Sim, it's just a just chatting stream where I happen to have something else going on the screen because my little baby sensory brain needs some distraction. Did I get bonked? I didn't hear the bonk sound effect. Did it happen? Did I talk over it? You know who absolutely haunts me in every animated show or video game? Robbie Damon, Ray Chase, and... Oh my god, Ray Chase is fucking everywhere. Max Middleman is dang a lava boy.
Excuse me?
Oh, yeah, they are working.
Mommy?
Okay, thank
Sorry.
you.
Mommy?
You heard the bonk? Okay,
Sorry.
thank you.
Mommy?
Thank you.
Sorry. Mommy? Sorry.
As a fan growing, I was into resin ball jointed dolls at the time and had one with me, and upon telling the person I was in front of that they're fairly anatomically correct, she pulled down his pants and screamed, "He has a penis," and if I'm remembering the year correctly, Travis was like right next to... Oh my god. Oh boy, Liz, yeah. No, I can imagine that being pretty embarrassing. I'm so sorry. Here's my thing. Travis either remembers it fondly or doesn't remember it all. Also, oh yeah, going all the way back to Mouse's mention of Caitlin Glass. I made a tweet about this the other day, but Caitlin Glass is like a personal hero of mine. If you don't know Caitlin Glass, she is a very iconic voice actress. Has a very, very long career. She's recently been doing a lot of the casting for like anime shows and stuff. But I met her years and years ago, probably in like, I think it was like 2017 or 2018. And we were in Indianapolis for Indie PopCon. And I was in the green room with Ethan and Morgan and a couple other people. And Caitlin Glass happened to be back there. It's like vibing out. And I got to go up and be like, hey, your voice for Yakumo in School Rumble in the dub is like what I base a lot of my like more gentle femme characters off of. And it was like an iconic role to me that really stuck out. and she was super grateful, super kind. I talked to her about like my aspirations of becoming a voice actor, and she encouraged me. She didn't gatekeep, she didn't scoff, she didn't look down at me at all. She literally just encouraged me in my voice acting journey. And lo and behold, I became a voice actor. And I made a tweet about that the other day, about how like I want to become such a good voice actor that I get to be in something she directs, because I feel like that would be a very full circle moment. And she liked the tweet and, encouraged me more. It was really lovely. It's really cool to see like people who are that iconic in the voice acting scene. Again, passing on the torch, encouraging, supporting the up and coming talent. It's really neat. Travis would 100% be the type of person to go, "Can I see?" It's so funny. That is so funny. All right. Here's an announcement video about the Persona 3 Reloaded preload that Alex Lee put up on Twitter. Again, he is the voice of the protagonist in this game. Yeah, Caitlin Glass with a big heart. Absolutely. She actually did the directing for Solo Leveling, so she directed Alex Lee. So that makes me even happier that so many of my circles overlap, even in the voice acting world. So, yeah, so again, he is the voice of the actual protagonist, which makes this the best. What the hell is going on here, though? Why am I not able to display this? Here we go, dude. All right. Watch this.
Hey, Persona 3 Reload comes out tonight. Did you Persona 3 preload it yet? Did you get that? Reload? Preload Persona 3 preload?
You tell him to preload Persona 3.
Get the hell out of here. Anyways, have fun if you play it.
Just extra level shitlord shit posting. Scared the fuck out of me. Yeah, the knock scared the crap out of me. But listen, the delivery of the "get the hell out of here," so good. Gotta go refill my Wadi bottle? Yes, do so. Do so or forever hold your peace, because I am actually going to call for a communal pee break. I had to pee like 6 times at Morgan's parents tonight because I just kept getting really dried out and dehydrated and having to drink more and more water. So I drank like a shit ton of water. So I'm calling for a communal pee break. If you've never been here for a communal pee break, it's where I have to go pee, so you also are allowed to go pee. Go poop, make a snack, wash your hands, do whatever you need to do, okay? Just wash your hands, goddammit. If you don't pee during this break, though, you will be excommunicated if you decided to use the bathroom outside of this legal window where you're allowed to refill your water or go to the bathroom or anything, okay? The way he moved into the door frame reminds me of an I'm at soup. Yeah. I love it. All right. I'm going to put up Wide Bernie. I'll crank up the tunes. Please be good for the mods so that they don't have to fucking kill you if you're bad. That's what swords are for fucking killing people. Okay, I'm going to go. I'll be right back. Enjoy your time.
Turning pages, communication, maybe focus on the basics. Well, let's face it, being open isn't easy as they say it. I got issues, yeah, you got them too. Our feelings too bruised to fight. We can say a lot in a little bit. Pressure in our minds made us throw a fit. But got that kind of love and that ain't counterfeit. It's foolish and useless without your love. Without your love. We can say a lot in a little bit. Pressure in our minds made us throw a fit. But got that kind of loving that ain't counterfeit. It's foolish and useless without your love. Your love.
I feel like I'm being tied down. They tell me, don't you make a sound. Over and over, I wonder what it's like to be up there so high, flying so free.
All right, you heathens. I hope you're able to do the things that you enjoy doing in the bathroom. I hope it was a good one for you. We're going to get going with some of the Back to the Future Power Wash Simulator DLC. Thank you again to Square Enix for sending this. Again, I hope you had a good pee time. All right. I hope it was a joy and a dream, as none have ever seen. And I'm going to actually change my category ahead of time. Look at that. Not streaming in the just chatting category while I play a game for hours. I'm improving as a streamer this year. I'll become much better at it. Okay. I think I'm going to go pee now that Brian is back. Unbelievable. All right, you guys ready? I'm supposed to be enjoying my time. Was it a battle of wits and willpowers? Was it unenjoyable? Was it laborious? Character growth, yeah. All right, look at this. We've done, that's new, seasonal specials. We haven't done that one. Oh, Clean Santa's Workshop? Yeah, I didn't do that. Okay. Well, we can do that some other time, I guess. But Back to the Future. We did Tomb Raider, Midgar, SpongeBob, Back to the Future. Brand new. Terrible piss, 0 out of 10. Oh, you left a bad Yelp rating for that, for your pee. Doc Brown's van. Oh my God, what is this? Wait. Universe. Okay, wait. We're fully corporate chills now. I have to water now, but I need to add my voice to the resistance. Universal Studios needs your help with the production of the iconic film trilogy. You're gonna see some serious dirt. So is the story like, did we go like back in time to like make the movies happen, and without us going back in time to correct the timeline where the movies get made, did they not get made? Universal Studios needs my help. Oh, right away, CEO. I can't wait to lick that boot. I hope that I power washed it first so it's not dirty. You know, there's something upsetting funk in there's some upsetting funk in that van. Oh yeah, for sure. All right. Want to get into the movie business with us at Universal Studios? I'm a producer. Oh, a sleazy LA producer. Oh, okay, whatever. All right, let's go make these movies. This is the real life biography This is a biopic about the real guy who power washed off the vehicles and the sets before they made the movies. It's crazy. I lied, actually. I wasn't peeing. Haha, get wrecked. I'm probably never going to recover from that, if I'm going to be honest. Great Scott! And then we got to watch Doc Brown get shot. He's standing over here. And then Marty's over here. And he goes, no! You know? We are Robert Zemeckis. I didn't pee, but I did use my inhaler. That's like the opposite of peeing. Breathing in a mist of something. It's like the opposite of like spraying pee out of your body, right? That's how bodies work. Imagine I've never seen Back to the Future. So sorry for spoiling one of the scenes in a 38-year-old movie. You should. It's a fun one. It's a really fun movie. It's ridiculous. Destroyed Brian's career by not peeing. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we're never going to recover. Come on, 2024 was supposed to be different. It's supposed to be only W's for me. What are you doing to me? Never thought of it as breathing in mist, but I hate that. Okay, well, how would you describe taking a hit from an inhaler? Me personally, it was just like breathing in mist. Because like if you spray it, right? If you like put pressure on like the valve or whatever when it's not near your mouth, it goes, you know, little aerosol type thing. Taking a hit, dude, hit this inhaler. Dude, this strain of fucking medication makes it so I don't fucking choke, dude. Oh, sick. Now I can laugh at things without having to fucking struggle to breathe. I say taking a hit or huffing it. What are you, a 6th grader who's got glue? Huffing it. What's going on here? Come on. Obviously, you're breathing in mist. Hey guys, 1 second before I play dodgeball, I need to breathe in my mist. Doesn't that sound much more mystical and epic? That makes you mysterious and not the same as everyone else who's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take a huff from my inhaler. You know? I'm a reformed glue huffer. I was homeschooled. Okay, fair. Okay, yeah. I don't want to get into a whataboutism fight then about this. You are included, or you're exempt in this very inclusive talk. Dr. E. Brown Enterprises. 24-hour scientific services. Dude, hit this inhaler. The healer told me this strain is called. So beautiful. Really does add some spice to the asthma. Yeah, it makes asthma like more mysterious and cool and edgy versus you know, it being like, oh, you're the kid who like can't run the mile in gym class. You know. Chivalric Seraph, hello, hi. Yeah, cleaning time. Back to the Future at that. If they didn't want us to sniff or eat glue, why did they make it smell so fucking interesting? I mean, glue does smell. I guess interesting is like a word for like, yeah, there's nothing that really smells quite like glue. But also, like, it's not like an appealing scent to me. So, like, that's where the similarities end for us. Every time I use my inhaler, I look like a weenie. I can call it whatever I want, but it doesn't change the fact that my lungs are broken. Yeah, but don't you... Okay, here's Nightmare, here's the way that I will talk about that. What sounds cooler... Both of these statements are factual, but what sounds cooler? You know, guys, I'm having trouble breathing, so I need to take a little, like, of my inhaler. I have asthma. Like, that's the weenie way of doing it. Or, guys, I was simply too strong for the universe, and so My genetic code was debuffed by a DNA spellcaster who's really just incapable of defeating me any other way except to give me this massive disability. That makes you sound like the fucking protagonist of a cool fantasy novel or movie. You know? It's like, that's the way that you should be saying it. Get mad at my asthma because I'll run a 5K and be fine, then I sniff a little dust and I can't breathe. Yeah, no, that's I had mild asthma as a kid. I fortunately like grew out of it, which I guess is more common than I realized, right? But I had an inhaler for a short while when I was a child, and it was the same way. It was like I could play outside all day, but then like if I see a horse, the fucking dander from the horse kills me. Like drifts through one single like little piece of like horsehair or dander or whatever. Goes up my neck. Oh, I'm dying. I can't breathe out my face, Bob. You know? Joke's on you, I just don't exercise because my asthma is exercise-induced. Yeah? That's not really jokes on me. That's more like jokes. I'm sorry that you're, you know, deficient. But there's ways to phrase it. Like, listen, this is PR 101. You can still phrase it differently. Listen. Yeah, I might not exercise, and you might think it's because of my asthma, but it's really because I was born so athletic that I need to make sure that other people have a chance to engage in athletic activities. Well, I sit off to the side and I try to continue to purify my air intake. That's way cooler. It's way fucking cooler. What was everyone's favorite scented marker? I die for the black cherry one. I almost guarantee that some of you have lasting effects from huffing and maybe knowing this chat, probably putting some of those markers in your mouth. I'm just letting you know, you debuff yourself with those ones. So, I have an inhaler, because after I got strep and then COVID, I had illness-induced asthma. Oh, God. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are, like, COVID is, basically, like, oh, yeah, you thought that this was just COVID, but it was me, Dio, from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But guess what? I've now induced some other thing that you didn't have before. Good luck to your body and or lungs. Here's something that we thought was just a genetic thing people could have, but actually the virus warped your nervous system this way. Good luck. Yeah. The way that the sub-goal bars are blocking the cleaning percentage, it's been like that for years, so your complaint is moot and completely invalid. Sorry. Brian, I was born with lead poisoning. Huffing markers couldn't have done that much. You're like, all right, I'm speed running the lead poisoning plus microplastics any percent run. Again, if we PR this, though, it's like, actually none of this stuff has killed me, so I am more powerful than all of it. 100% I ate shampoo chronically for years as a kid. Oh, boy. That's, you might have had pica. You might have just had pica, honestly. Getting tested for asthma was wild. You sit in a whole chamber while doing a mystery vapor. While mystery vapor is being pumped into said chamber, and the doctor's just like, okay, now breathe really hard, thanks. Yeah, they're hotboxing you out. Okay, this was the... okay, sorry, that wasn't actually part of the test. We just got you really high. Enjoy your first exposure to a gravity bong, 12-year-old. My parents were renovating a very fucking old house when my mom was pregnant with me. Oh, no, not the lead paint. Rough. I've been in several buildings with lead paint in my lifetime. I just have really, really bad nasal allergies to the point where I can barely breathe through my nose ever. That's rough. I hope that you're able to get something that helps mitigate that at least a little bit. What's your favorite flavor of shampoo? No. Guys, why do we somehow, like, all roads lead to, oh yeah, chap might actually have mild pica and eat shit that's not food. And they think it's funny, even though I'm sitting here being like, I'm probably gonna... Some of you are, like, so much fucking younger than me. I'm outliving all of you motherfuckers. I didn't eat shampoo as a kid. I'm outliving all of you. It's very late, so we're going to bed. Oh my god, please! Please get some good rest. It is very late for any of our EU friends in chat. Please take care of yourself. Thank you so much for dropping by. And have a lovely, lovely, lovely start to your week. Thanks for sharing part of it with me and this wacky crew. You know? I'll be outliving Mitch McConnell. Okay, that's like saying, like, hey, I threw a ball farther than 1 inch. That's like a negative accomplishment. Like, if you don't outlive Mitch McConnell, you've suffered a great tragedy. So, could chat, I just learned that Viola Davis got diagnosed with pica earlier in her life. I didn't actually know that. That's wild. And she's a very successful actor. So, chat, go out and get a fucking Oscar nomination, or else. I didn't eat shampoo or creams, but I did mix them all up like a potion. I mean, that's just fun to do. You just found a way to make bath time even more fun. That's all. Or playtime. Depending on, like, when that was. Yo, what's up, Cryptoid? How are the stars upon thars? Wow. What an intro to the community. Or to the chat tonight. We're just vibing with some Back to the Future Powerwash DLC. Thank you again, Square Enix, for hooking me up with the new levels. Pretty pumped to play this. It's kind of neat to see iconic settings and vehicles from the movie series. In her late 20s, I think she said in her book. I just finished it. Oh, damn. I didn't realize that people normally pica is diagnosed fairly early, so it must have been, like, mild or something that blended in with some of her other symptoms. Really interesting. Yeah, good old Squeenix. Exactly. Remember when I was like 7, I had a bubblegum chapstick and I used to eat that shit right up. Mavis, this is, I mean, Mouse, I'm so sorry. Mouse, this is a conversation that happens a lot. You know with this conversation you're not alone. This community has probably, per pound, eaten more chapstick than a majority of Twitch communities out there. Even ones that are, like, way bigger than us. I almost guarantee even the ones with, like, much larger viewership than us, much larger follower counts, we per pound have eaten way more chapstick than most communities. I've even admitted, like, there was this Ninja Turtles red cherry, artificial shitty red cherry flavor that I used to take a bite out of when I was a kid. It happened. You're in good company. Fun fact, I ate a ton of ice cubes and shampoos, so I was tested for pica and vitamin issues. And the doctor was like, nah, labs are normal. Your kid is just busted. Broken kid. As long as you have the receipt, you should be able to give a flawless exchange. So glad I never had the urge to eat stuff I shouldn't, except for the cigarette. And so wait, a cigarette is kind of up there, though. I gotta say that much, Maj. That's a choice. I never, like, smelled or saw a cigarette and was like, yummy. Like, maybe, like, a clove. When I was older, I was like, oh, cloves kind of smell nice. But I'm also like, oh, burning ash? Yeah, I want to put that in my mouth. No, never. I thought it was chocolate. That was a really weird-looking cigarette. She said when she was struggling in her 20s, she turned to eating cornstarch and ice because she was iron deficient. And totally was iron deficient related pica. That's wild. Guys, look at that. Famous people are real people, too. Okay? Breaking Lurk, remember those tiny chapsticks you get at the dentist? Ate those whole. Oh my god. I never got chapstick at the dentist, so I have no idea what you're talking about, but again, that just fits the theory that we have eaten more chapstick per pound as a community. That pound per pound, we are the most chapstick eatenest community out there. No other Twitch community has eaten as much chapstick as we have. Guaranteed. Celebrities, they're just like us. I knew someone who used to eat cigarettes as a child. I'm not surprised they're, in fact, a smoker now. Also, potentially undiagnosed pica. Because that is, doing it one time and going, oh, wow, this tastes like shit is one thing. Doing it multiple times and continuing it to do it, that's pathological at that point. I had a bunch of pretzel things the other day, and it made my mouth taste like Marlboro Lights. Oh, God. Back when I smoked cigarettes, I smoked Marlboro Lights sometimes. Not my favorite flavor in the world, to be honest. Also a habit I'm glad I don't have anymore. That would make me so sad if I was like, ooh, I love pretzels. Oh, they taste like ash and regret. Sig has pica? Yeah, Sig does have pica, actually. He does have cat pica. He is a fucking gremlin monster. The amount of non-food objects he's eaten in his lifetime is probably nearing the amount of food objects he's eaten. The amount of Carmax chapstick specifically I've consumed, whether or not it was an accident. And you're raw dogging your chapstick just doing regular Carmax, like, default flavor? You weren't even adding a little spice. Oh, artificial grape? Wild. You're stronger than all of us. My friend also had a birthday cake flavor lip gloss that I remember I went out and got one, and I would literally just put it on to lick it off. It was so good. Oh, my God. Again, not surprised at all. It was just a one brand of pretzels. Well, I will test all pretzel brands so I find it and then never eat it again. Lots of people do that, Brian. Maybe you're the weird one. What, the Carmax chapstick? No, you need a little spice. You need some flavor. You need a little bit of, like, listen, if the Ninja Turtles were on the product as a kid and it said it tasted like cherry, I believed Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo that it tasted like cherry. It didn't, but I still would eat. You know, I took a big-ass bite out of the cherry Ninja Turtles chapstick whenever I got a chance. I said, pizza power. See, that would have been better if they had made it pizza flavored and then tied into the pizza power saying. And then I really would have eaten that shit. That would have been good. I would have put it on the pizza. You know? I keep eating shampoo because it smells so good, and I just so badly once I wanted to taste how it smells. So I ate it for 8 years. I'm not here to shame you. That's it. That's the sentence. That's the full sentence. Yeah, no, that's a fair point. Lush has too many citrusy smells. When I go in there, I'm like, I know that bath bomb would taste like absolute fucking ass if I put that in my mouth. But, like, that smells so good that I kind of just go. But then the adult part of my brain goes, oh, I could just buy a piece of lemon cake. You could go buy a lemon cake for $5 at Walmart. How about I do that instead? Like, someone who doesn't want to develop some, like, fucking petri dish of weird shit in my body by eating things that aren't food. Their violet scents are divine. I don't know. I mean, it's just... I mean, here's the thing that makes me wonder with you, chat, though. Like, yeah, I could expect the scented product stuff, like the stuff that's meant to smell like food. Like, I can see you all consuming that because that's a pretty universal thing, even for non-this chat people, right? But the thing that worries me is the number of stories you guys have where you're like, oh yeah, this thing, like, I smelled it. It smelled like fucking shit, and I ate that for 4 years when I was like 7 to like 11. That's where I'm like, okay, guys, I don't ever want to do psychology for people who I don't know very well, especially people on the internet. I don't feel comfortable doing that. But, like, you got to talk to somebody. Okay? Thanks for making this a safe space for reformed shampoo eaters. Is that what we're known for? A million percent used to eat cardboard as a kid. I still have yet to find out why. Yeah, no, that one's up there. Because here's the thing about cardboard. There have been times, like, throughout my life, like, where cardboard gets, like, a little bit, like, I don't know if you guys have ever been around wet cardboard. It smells like a wet dog. It smells, best case scenario, it smells like a wet dog. Worst case scenario, it smells a little bit like poop. When cardboard gets wet. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It just smells like a little bit weird. Eating that does not sound appealing to me. Soggy poop cardboard, yeah. I ate paper for a little bit. I ate paper on a dare one time when I was in middle school, but like it was like the corner of a small sheet. I chewed that shit up. I swallowed it. I went, ah! Oh, the texture's so bad. It doesn't taste really like anything, but the texture's so bad. Never doing that again. It kind of got like caught in my throat a little bit. Did that. I did that with like a part of a napkin one time when I was younger. I did that with like part of a tissue one time. Mainly like dares, you know? But I didn't just like, oh yeah, dude, I'm gonna eat this a lot. Beans, welcome to the stream, by the way. Trying to think of if there are any other weird things I ate growing up. All roads lead to this conversation in this community. It's actually so unhinged. We end up here every time. It's like... We could do like a channel point bet at the beginning of every fucking stream. Where it's like, will we end up, like, you know, derailing me into talking about the weird shit that chat ate? And I would vote yes every time. 100% of the time. Never really ate anything weird. I just had weird behaviors. I would full send eating wax lips and B-Day candles, though. Yeah, I mean, I like chew on those sometimes, but I wouldn't like eat them. It just it seemed like too big of a commitment. I wasn't ready for it. I knew I was too young to commit to that. Let me live life and experience it, and try to figure myself out. Give me time and space before I make a decision on eating an entire birthday candle. You know. All the other weird things I ate as a kid, it was like, it would be uncooked noodles or mix for things. Pancake mix, Kool-Aid mix, hot chocolate mix, but that's like still technically edible. Yeah, that's still food, because here's the thing. I ate uncooked noodles too. I remember one time my mom got really mad at me because she wanted to make like homemade mac and cheese or like pasta or something with these elbow macaronis. And I don't know how I did it, but I managed to eat like a third of the box. I was just like, Mom, I'm just going to eat some dry pasta. I'm 8 or something. And I just like chomped on a bunch of dry pasta, managed to eat like a third of the macaroni elbow noodle box. And she was like, now we won't have enough for all 4 of us. What the hell? Very sad. Yeah, the crunch of the uncooked, yeah. And then, DK, please, yeah, don't, God. Yeah, don't eat bronzer. Please don't lick bronzer. Please don't. That's meant for your face, not your tongue. And then, like, yeah, like you were saying, like, the mixes, like hot cocoa mix, like the fucking Swiss Miss. Oh, man, I remember I begged and I begged and I begged my mom. She was like, you're probably going to regret this. But I was like, Mom, I love hot cocoa. Can I please have a dry packet of just Swiss Miss hot cocoa? And just, like, you know, I thought that it was going to be, like Fun Dip. Right? Because, you know, kid brains, like, we're silly. We're certified silly billies as kids. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna, like, get a spoon and, like, eat spoonfuls of, like, Swiss Miss. And I'll say this, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. Flavor-wise, it was good. It just tasted, you know, like Swiss Miss hot cocoa. But it was the terrible, like, sandy, dry texture of, like, just putting that much powder in my mouth that was the biggest turnoff. I was like, okay, because I'm such a sensory eater, I was like, nope. Okay, nope, no more. None. Ender makes us take care. I'm sorry that your Wi-Fi has been so terrible lately, and I hope that the weather eases up for you. Please get some good rest. Thank you so much for vibing. I would throw back packets of Swiss Miss like Fun Dip. Yeah, no, like, I finished the packet, but it was enough of an experience where I was like, it's just, like, too dry. You know, it's, like, way too dry. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to commit to that. I was like, it's so much easier to just put fucking water in this or milk in this and eat this or drink this the way that it's intended to be. Wait, what am I missing on this? Headlights? 83%? How? Sandy's nuts. Oh, man. Well, you don't want to get a sander near those. That's painful. Loading ramp hinges. Okay. Loading ramp hinges? This is a loading ramp? This is the crossbar. What do you mean the hinges? It's the door. Are the hinges up top? The way that they sell containers of just straight up hot chocolate marshmallows now, I literally buy those just to eat them. Oh, I'm with you on that one. When they're a little dry, like when they're in the dehydrated form, I don't know what it is about that. I love those. Funniest part about me guzzling shampoo was as such a picky eater, I would eat was like white bread and SpaghettiOs. Well, I mean, maybe you had a broken sense of taste. maybe the mystery solved with that was you were like, yeah, I don't really care about flavor that much. Yeah, so like, yeah, my favorite food is like SpaghettiOs and white bread and shampoo. It's just like, yeah, the flavor's not that important to me. Jules, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Being an adult is fun because you can indulge in stupid shit like buying freeze-dried marshmallows. Oh, yeah. No, 100%. Morgan wants to potentially buy some freeze-dried candies sometime soon. And I've had freeze-dried Skittles before, sour Skittles before. I don't remember from where or why I had them, but I remember they were so good. I really, really liked them a lot. So, we might buy some more of that at some point. I run on a diet of Wonder Bread, SpaghettiOs, and shampoo, yeah. Freeze-dried candies go so hard. Yeah, right? It's like such a silly gimmick when you think about it, but it's like one of those small treats that, like, one of those small, like, fun, just for fun things that, like, help stave off the horrors, you know? Have you ever tried Swedish candy / treats? I have not, actually. I've been sent a lot of international snacks to my P.O. box over the years. We've gotten, like, Japanese stuff, Korean stuff, Mexican candy, Australian stuff from, like, New Zealand. It's been really cool. Never Swedish stuff, though. And some, last night was so good. But it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of expensive for, like, candy. It's on your to-do list? Oh, my gosh. Please don't break the bank for me, though. Don't spend a lot on me at all, please. Mexican candy? Yeah, I love a lot of Mexican candy, actually. There's a candy store 2 doors down from my store, and they have freeze-dried candy, and I want to try it, but I am fear. Do always go in there and buy treats, though. I will say this from a sensory perspective, freeze-dried candy is really weird, but it is so good. It's like a very satisfying crunch for me. Big fan of it. Wing mirrors. Okay. Let's maybe do these at least. Oh. Where was that? What? I thought I saw the bar go up. The bars. By the way, those wondering, I am on 99%. It's almost done here. Oh my god. Russian candy goes hard? I've never had it, Russian candy. That's wild. I've never even seen any, honestly. The snack I had every day after school at my grandma's was a piece of bread with Miracle Whip. One pickle and string cheese for 5 years. That's all I wanted after school. I mean, that's a variation, like a variety of things. Some kids eat way worse than that. Grandma was probably like, oh, okay. Yeah, different food groups. You know? You got your sugars, you got your your dairy with the string cheese, and your pickle. The pickle food group, you know. That sounds like a snack I would eat now. There have been, that's like, I was just telling Morgan last night, I was like, man, I'm out of string cheese. I want string cheese. I regularly will have like a pickle and string cheese for like a bedtime snack. Also, welcome to the stream, Bitsy. Nice to have you here. Where is, okay, I don't, wing mirrors. Let's select them and have them show me wing mirrors. Not that. So this one. Okay. There we go. Hey, and then roof trim. This stuff around this. There's got to be like the smallest smidge of dirt left on this. String cheese and pickles, 2 staples in this house. Oh yeah, we are stocked. Normally. I bought a pair of cosplay puppy ears from an ear maker based in Russia once. Years ago, they sent a bunch of Russian candies with it. Oh, that's cute. It's fun. Guys, I brought this up a couple times, but if we ever hit one of the monthly cosplay goals that you see in the upper left there, I want to do a puppy girl cosplay since I've already done a cat girl cosplay. So I got to buy a pair of puppy girl ears too. Tried it recently because I was feeling it randomly and it still slaps. Awesome. Very good to hear that you are amongst people with good taste. Yeah. All right. Take that, Doc Brown's van. There we go. Here's me washing. I remember going to my grandma's house and eating potato soup, and if there wasn't cheese to add, I would add cheese balls, and the combo's still unmatched. That actually sounds like it would probably go pretty hard. Yeah, Girl Beagle. Brookie, hello, hi. So sorry if I didn't say hi earlier. Yeah, string cheese and then peanut butter M&M. Ooh. Yeah, you get the salty sweet that way. That's the ultimate. Need any recommendations for nice cosplay ears? I have many. I'll let you know, because like genuinely you know a lot about it. So I might have to hit you up. But I've had pretty good luck. The only thing again that I have trouble with is because my head is like genuinely like kind of big. Finding cosplay wigs that fit me well is very hard or incredibly expensive. Everyone does cat girl, so puppy girl would be awesome. Well, I'll let you all know. If you are into, like, trans femme culture, puppy girl is the big thing going on right now, so. Like, oh, God, do I have to be a stereotype? It sounds good. I did goldfish crackers in my soup. Ooh, yeah, goldfish crackers and soup. Super elite combo. How's the Back to the Future power washing been? It's been chill. It's been really cool. Hey, it's the DeLorean, by the way. Oh, my God. I send stickers with Etsy orders because I always enjoy receiving them. Yeah, that's so cute. I like when sellers have little extra touches like that. Even if it's like a cute business card sometimes, you know? Evie, what's good? Hello, hi, welcome to the stream. All right. The DeLorean. All this soup talk's making me hungry for tomato soup. Yeah, I might make soup after this, honestly. That sounds kind of good for a bedtime snack. Chat has soup pilled me. I want to try the Flamin' Hot Cheetos and cream cheese combo sometime. Wait, I haven't heard of that combo. That actually sounds like it would go pretty hard, honestly. Good soup. Yeah, soup for my family. Soup for my family. It's me, my Carsona. You'd be a DeLorean, but specifically the Back to the Future DeLorean. I can see that, Mouse. If you were to meet Lightning McQueen, that's the form you would take. Yeah, Morgan, you can't have Cheetos, though. Right? I thought that they didn't agree with you. Flamin' Hot also. I don't know. You've never had anything Flamin' Hot. I don't know if you'd like it. Because it's like, I don't know. It's a weird flavor. I like it sometimes. I have to be in the mood for it. Finally finished sewing and ironing, and my shoulders hurt a little. Oh my gosh, I bet. Holding them in the same position pretty much. And then ironing is like just physical labor. I'll find an alternative cheesy poop and eat it with cream cheese. Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea. That is actually a great idea. Still thinking about the bronzer I licked all those years ago, and I'm craving it. Oh, the flavor that got away. Damn, why is this job so much faster than Doc Brown's van? What is happening? My username is literally a combo of the Ecto-1 and the DeLorean. I'm called McFly for a reason. Oh my gosh, wait, what? I never put together the pieces. Thank you for the explanation. The username lore in this community either is like, yeah, it's my name, or like that was my nickname in high school, to like, oh yeah, I have a deep hyperfixation with this series, and I named myself after this obscure character that had this, my favorite character growth arc. You know? Yeah, Mouse, that was the first time you've ever shared that lore here. Is it the Physicians Formula Bronzer? Don't encourage this. Don't give them a brand name. Good combos, white cheddar, cheese, and peanut butter? Yeah, cheese and peanut butter can go hard sometimes, for sure. Not my favorite thing all the time, but like when it hits, it hits. My older brother was talking about his chicken and dumplings recipe my mom made for him and my older sister, but she never made it for us Gen Z kids. So she finally made it for us tonight. It was so good, but my stomach hates me for how much I ate. Worth it though? Oh my God. When there's a good home-cooked meal though, you have to indulge. You have to. I'm a cream cheese and jam kind of gal. No, that's fair. The cream cheese and jam goes hard as well. Again, you get a little bit of that like salty, sweet, like almost like sour sweet with cream cheese. And like something like jam. Noodles and olive oil and feta cheese. Oh yeah, no, that is like what, like Mediterranean style noodles, like olive oil and a little bit of feta cheese is one of the best combos of all time. Absolutely, Sarah. Wait, DK, that was the brand, the Physicians Formula? Y'all are sick. Okay? You're sick. You're ill. You need to talk to someone. That bronzer do be smelling kind of... Don't! Oh my God. Mouse, you being 80s brand autistic? That's okay. I'm like, I don't know. So late 90s, early 2000 brand neurodivergent. Like you're fitting right in. Like the firm handshake that you already had here is just getting firmer. It's getting more self-assured as we continue to shake hands. It's like one of those handshakes that could have been uncomfortable because it's gone on so long, but it's actually just getting better and more comfortable. Cream cheese and chicken and a biscuit crackers? Wait, I have both those things in my house right now. I'll have to give that a shot. I have it. I'll let you smell it so you know. I don't think it's going to smell like go run and get it right now and I'll give a live reaction to chat. Like, I don't think that I'm going to think it smells good enough to lick. It's a bronzer that I have an adverse like reaction, like sensory reaction to like a lot of makeup. Where Morgan will, like, you know, put makeup on my face, and she'll go, oh, I know you're going to hate this scent, or I know you're going to hate this sensation, and I'll go, yeah, you're right, Bronzers, blushes, some foundations, some setting stuff, all smells awful to me. Butter bronzer. Wait, it's butter? You guys didn't tell me that it's butter. That's kind of like setting me up for failure, right? Oh, it's buttery, like it goes on buttery. Okay. Okay. Can I not hold it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I can get the full... Yeah, I was gonna say it smells like that artificial tropical scent, but like it makes me think of, doesn't make me think of like, ooh, I want to lick that. Yeah, it makes me, exactly. It makes me think of sunscreen, which I would not eat. I would never eat sunscreen. I hate the feeling of sunscreen, and I normally hate the smell of it. What? Yeah, it smells like coconut in the artificial sunscreen coconut way though. Just, it's not my favorite. The wavy texture is very satisfying. But yeah, no. I'd never freaking lick that. My mom had a tanning oil that smelled so fucking good growing up, and I have a hair product now that smells like it, and I want to eat it so bad. Thank you, Morgan. Well, don't eat any of it, okay? Sorry, I hardly know her. I hate strongly scented makeup. If it's going to be staying on my face, then it has to be a... Yes, same. I'll put up with it if it, like, completes the look, Pineapple, but I get you on that one. You know? Just a taste of... No, I would not even get my tongue near that. Me talking that close to it freaks me out a little bit. No, cannot relate. This is where I'm losing my core demographic. DK's out of here. Can't relate to you anymore, streamer. I'm sorry, you didn't want to lick that? Bye. Used to really want to eat sunscreen just because of the texture, not the scent. Oh God, Melodia. Hello, by the way. Very pretty. Oh my God. I know why. I just remember once in my high school, I had an assembly to teach us how to properly give handshakes, and they kept saying interlock webs. And all my friends kept trying to find absolutely awful ways to interpret that, like touching the finger web between the index and middle fingers instead of the index and thumb. Okay, no, that's so fair though, because that's the type of trolling my friends and I would have done. Hey, when I can smell it after I apply, it has to go. Yeah, it has to like eventually like I have to become desensitized to it as it sits there, and it becomes less of a strong scent when it comes to makeup for me. I dropped my phone before I could finish the thought, and it sent. Oh no, you're. I mean, just a taste of you got your message across loud and clear. You I know where you were going with that already, little Helly. I know. I don't need the full sentence to have the context. Who says interlock webs anyway? Someone who wants you to remember it, even if the reason you remember it isn't for the initially right reason. But hey, it stuck with you, so it worked. Makeup but edible? Is there edible makeup out there? I feel like that has to be a gimmick thing that they've done at some point. There has to be. I'm not talking like kids products either, where it's like, oh, Polly Pocket, safe for kids. And it's like, oh, it's artificial strawberry. You can like lick it right off your lips. You know, like nothing like that. I'm talking like an adult makeup brand company. It was like, oh, this is our cheeseburger scented primer. You know, like Jessica Simpson did that in the 2000s at icing. Wait, really? Real, and it was edible. I can't stand a streamer who won't eat makeup. Yeah. It's like, oh, this smells exactly like a Burger King Whopper and tastes like it. Taking off your makeup has actually never been easier. You no longer have to just scrape it off with micellar water. Use your tongue to get a big proximity around your lips. And get that foundation off. Get that setting spray off. It's Big Mac flavored. It's Whopper Jr. flavored. Get upset if a lipstick I really like has a heavy scent and I don't like. I hate scented lipsticks. You guys know me already. I'm not like a big lipstick fan. I'm such a lip gloss girly. But like, oh man, when it smells like that old lady lipstick scent, I'm like, no. It's like a little bit like mothball-y almost. It smells like mothballs and like, I don't know, like that, like the old lady perfume. Like I hate when lipstick smells like that. Burger King Whopper foundation, I'm down. Yeah, not the cheeseburger primer. I had to drop all the eating makeup lore, but I had another one that smelled like chocolate, and that is all I will say. Okay, chocolate makes a little bit more sense, because they even did that with, like, the Axe body spray. Like, oh boy, like, we have the dark chocolate Axe body spray. And they had those weird commercials where, like, the guy, like his girlfriend came over and, like, broke off a piece of, like, his hand to eat, because he was made out of chocolate after he used it. They had, like, the spray kind, and I think they had, like, a deodorant. It was, like, chocolate. And I was like, oh, no, there's no way a dude has not put this, with his caveman brain, into his mouth. There's no way it was like, oh, it smells like, kind of like dark chocolate. I bet it tastes like it. Guaranteed that happens. Chocolate makes way more sense, because that's, like, a candy. So easy to infuse stuff with, like, that and vanilla and stuff. I'm talking, like, stuff, if it... So that one's more understandable. What I smelled with the bronzer, a little less, especially knowing it's a bronzer, even more or less. Okay? More or less. Even lesser. No. Is it more or less? I don't know. More or less. One of these phrases will click in there and work. Bree, get some good rest. Thank you so much. Enjoy your lurk. Have a great start to your week. Hope you had a good weekend overall. The smell of the Too Faced stuff makes me get of Too Faced makeup. Is that what you're talking about? Too Faced. I know that brand. I know a lot of makeup brands because of Morgan, but I would not be able to tell you like their histories or which ones are that good. Too Faced chocolate bar stuff. Yeah, it comes in like the chocolate packaging, which is like insane. But they actually made edible makeup? That's wild. Yeah, just the chocolate jazz. One of my first makeup palettes was the Too Faced Sweet Peachy palette or whatever it was called. It smelled like the peach roll on lip gloss I had as a kid. Just want to lick it so bad. Guys, I'm not here to tell you what you can and can't do as adults with autonomy, but I will say this much. If you do decide to do something that gives you a little bit of a tummy ache, you are not allowed to, you are not God's strongest soldier. You are not allowed to complain about it. You did it to yourself. I'm sorry. Anything is edible if you believe. That is also a mindset that comes around in this community quite a bit, actually. If you try hard enough, anything is edible at least one time. It reminded me at my brother's birthday dinner, we ordered a house-made chocolate for dessert. It was so good. Warm homemade dark chocolate nuts served with ice cream. Wow, that actually sounds super good. Sounds super, super yummy. A nice chocolate. I'm not like the world's biggest chocolate fan. It has to be like in candy bars, or occasionally I like chocolate cake. Some pastries, like what is it called? Like au pain chocolat, where it's like a piece of bread with like some chocolate. That's kind of good in like a pastry form, but like chocolate kind of doesn't do it for me the same way that it does for a lot of people. It just doesn't get me going the way that it does for some people. I don't know. I like strawberry and I like vanilla if we're gonna go with like classic flavors. Strawberry is my favorite, and then vanilla is a close second, and then chocolate's at the bottom for me. I remembered I have a s'mores pie in the fridge, but my stomach's upset. I can't right now. Oh no, yeah. Too many chicken and dumplings, but that just means that you have an incredible tomorrow planned, because that sounds so good. S'mores pie sounds amazing. Yeah, Morgan's the same way. Morgan's not a chocolate girly either. You're not hot for chocolate? Yeah, I'm not hot for chocolate. I'm sorry. It's fine. I'll eat it. I won't complain about chocolate ever. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I will eat it, but it's not like my ride or die flavor. The way I feel about chocolate is the same way homie from SpongeBob feels about chocolate. Very loud and passionate. I want all of it. Chocolate! No, see, this is good, though. There's a balance in the universe where I'm like, yeah, chocolate, it's good, but it's not like my fave. And then you get more of it. I don't buy as many of the, like, you know, day after Halloween, day after Valentine's Day chocolate. So you get, like, all of it, because 99% of that candy is chocolate. I do like the filled chocolate candies, though. I won't lie. Like, you get one of those Russell Stover samplers. Shit, it's all over. I'm eating half that thing in a night. Almost exclusively a dark chocolate guy. I'm not really interested otherwise. I don't even like white chocolate. Wow, okay. I like milk chocolate and dark chocolate, but I'm a huge white chocolate defender. You guys have heard me go in rants about it. Funnily enough, my blood sugar just dropped, so I'm going to go grab a chocolate protein shake to raise it. Fair. I used to use those when I was a kid, struggling to eat enough calories when I was younger. I used those protein shakes that were chocolatey, like the Ensures and stuff. They weren't that bad. Love truffles. Yeah, truffles are freaking boss. I do like the cheap chocolates, like Smarties and coffee. Okay, no, that's okay. Canadian chocolate. All right, you're so right for that. You're so right for that, Halloween. You put a packet of Canadian Smarties, the chocolate kind, in front of me. You put you put a coffee crisp bar in front of me. I'm devouring that. Wonder Bar, devouring it. Gone in an instant. Science would study me, how fast I inhale those things. No, I get you. Those are also valid. My sister doesn't like popcorn. I always forget about it, and every time I am reminded, I get so upset. She's actually broken. Like, what do you mean you don't like the best snack ever invented? You meant it. Well, you're gonna get plenty of support from Morgan, because popcorn's one of her favorite snacks of all time. I'm like, I love popcorn, like, especially when watching a movie, but I don't like popcorn at home. I'm like, I need the, like, disgusting movie butter, like, giant bucket dripping with, like, grease popcorn. That's, like, my favorite kind. Bag popcorn doesn't, like, hit the same way for me. But I'll eat it. It's good. Don't get me wrong. But, like, you get that movie butter, like, where you're like, no, put the bucket under the nozzle and pump it 7 times, dude. I want that to be 3,000 calories. And then I'm not eating anything else the rest of the day. Like, that's good. That's the way it works. White chocolate's way too sweet. Okay, well, you stick to your chocolate that you love, and I will eat all the white chocolate, and we'll balance each other out. You'll get the dark chocolate. I'll get the white chocolate. It's yin and yang right there. The balance of the universe. Together, we bring harmony to the whole universe. I usually end up reaching for chocolate candies more versus candies with fruity flavors. See, I'm such a... I almost phrase that as I'm such a fruity person. I'm such a fruity flavor person. I love fruity candy. Like Skittles, throw those back all the time. Starburst, give me 1,000 of them. Especially the pink and the red ones. Hit me with some fucking lemon heads. You know, bury me with an entire sleeve of Runts. I don't care. Hit me up with all those. I'll love a good fruity candy. I used to not be able to eat dark chocolate. Then I got COVID a couple years ago. Now dark chocolate is so good. And the only form of chocolate I can really take. Oh my gosh. Yeah, COVID messed with a lot of people's sense of taste for sure. And long COVID symptoms are, yeah, really rough. I know a lot of people who are dealing with that. I'm so sorry that you're one of them. Such a bummer. Well, chocolate's not real? Get out of here. It's real to me. And that's what matters. Did you tell a small child Santa Claus isn't real? If the child really, truly believed? Would you crush their dream? It's real to them. How's that, you know? Yeah, carnival, but... Oh, yeah, carnival popcorn. Oh, my God. Same family as the movie theater popcorn. Absolutely, Mouse. Oh, my God. They're elite tier. Give me a big bucket of carnival... Like, the big bag that they, like... The big, No, give me kettle corn, even. Kettle corn at a festival is so good. Give me a big-ass bag of kettle corn, and then give me a corn dog. And I'm the happiest person at the festival, at the fair. I'm a dark chocolate main, but I'll do white chocolate with, like, raspberry. Oh, yeah. You add a berry, like a raspberry or strawberry to white chocolate. Where am I? Am I at a 5-star restaurant in France? Ooh. That's the best. Red Starbucks fuck? Or Starburst fuck? Yeah. Red Starbursts are so elite. They're so good. I'll crush their dreams. If I have to be miserable, then so do you. Yo, Maj, good luck at work. I hope that you have a lovely night. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, kettle corn, I'll demolish a bag. Oh, my God. I could eat my weight in kettle corn, probably. But the thing, okay, the thing that really gets me going, if you guys want to get on my, like, good side, this is going to be very divisive. But if you want to get really on my good side, if we are at a carnival or a fair or a festival, and there is a one of those stupid booths with the fucking sugar fried, what are those? Like sugar fried like almonds and stuff. What am I? Why am I? Candied nuts. Candied nuts. You and me walking around a fair, hanging out. Oh man, look at that art booth over there. That's so cool. Oh man, look at that vendor that's like selling that. That's so cool. Oh, you want to go to that ride? I get a whiff of that like candied sugar in the air. A little bit of cinnamon spice in there, something like that. Oh. Whoa, is that a candied nut stand over there? Oh my God, they got cashews, almonds, peanuts, and walnuts. Oh my God, they got the free samples. Oh, I get to go over. I just get to like take like 3 free samples. $6 for a bag, that's it. Day fucking made. Every time Morgan and I are like, yeah, we got to get out like a large to split. There's a part of me that's like, I love her so much, but like there's this primal animal in me that's like, hey Morgan, look over there. That wants you to like be like, Morgan, look over there. Grab the whole bag and eat the whole thing in like 30 seconds. Like, oh my God. That is one of my favorite things that's ever been made. Humankind was born and evolved to create stuff like that. There's a local kettle corn brand by me that has a booth at the town fair every year. I always buy a massive bag and destroy it within 48 hours. Oh my God. You have to also or it goes stale. So that's the art of it. Cinnamon roasted almonds. Yes. Mouse, we're on the same page, same brain, same taste buds. We're doing it. As long as we also stop for elephant ear soup. Okay. Yeah, a little bit of fried dough / funnel cake / elephant ear or whatever. Yeah. Go for it. I'm going to take them all from you. All right, next time, let's just buy 2 large bags and stop being fucking babies when we go to the fair. They're everywhere. It's not like there's a shortage of them. We got to... Always want the pecans, yeah. The pecans. I demolish funnel cake? Oh, yeah. You got to. You got to eat them while they're, like, scalding hot. Almost so hot that you burn the roof of your mouth. Where it's still super crispy from the oil it was just fried in. So good. You get a little bit of the crunch. A little bit of crunch. So good. Sending you kettle corn and candy nuts? What the hell? I will let you know. Okay, so here's an actual, like, real thing. If you ever send me food in the mail, this is to anybody, because I've had a lot of food sent to me in the mail. And I regret to inform you, some of it I have not been able to open and eat. I've had to, like, toss it. If you send me food in the mail, make sure, because this is my #1 rule, make sure that it's, like, stuff that's, like, packaged and sealed. That's not, like, in a, like, a homemade Tupperware. Isn't like, oh, I made you these. It's like, oh, I bought these from, like, a store, and they're, like, in this, like, tamper-proof container type thing. Like, oh, I can see that was, like, oh, that's like a bag of Skittles that would just, like, a normal sealed bag of Skittles. Like, those are the only things I'll eat that I get in the mail. So, just as a heads up, I don't want to crush anyone's dreams and hopes. I don't want to have you send me something expensive because it costs $1,000 to fucking ship anything and have me not be able to use it or eat it. Growing up, my only memory of Six Flags when I was little was my mom getting cinnamon roasted almonds in my ass begging for a handful. Oh my god. Formative memory for you. Putting hair in the cookie. Yeah. So, like, I won't eat, like, cupcakes or cookies or, like, homemade baked goods that, like, people send me. They have to be, like, in a sealed container. And the reason for this is, there is a memory that sticks out in my brain so severely from way back in the day when Morgan and I used to hit up every convention. We were at, I think it was PAX East. And Sean, first time he did, I think it was the very first PAX we ever went to, like, 8 years ago. And Sean, Mark, Ethan, me, a couple people were hanging out. And someone came up to Sean, and they had made a bunch of green frosted cupcakes with, like, his Septiceye logo from the time, like Septiceye Sam on it. Cute gift, super thoughtful, super cute. And they were like, Sean, I made you these cupcakes. Will you eat one for me? And, like, let me film you eating it. And he was like, he's like, and we were like, don't do that, man. Because you don't know. You don't know. Even if it was something as harmless as, oh, they didn't realize that, like, they had germy hands and they were actually going to get you sick because they had, like, the flu. And, like, stuck their fingers in the batter. And Sean, being the guy he, you know, was back then, was like, oh, I'm actually, like, a really personable, nice guy, and I don't want to make a fan feel bad that our interaction was awkward and weird. So he ate one. And as he took the first bite, we were like, he is going to die of poison or something. We're just like, oh, no. And it was just, like, a really nerve-wracking thing. But then it turned out that the person who gave that to him was actually someone he kind of knew. So it wasn't a big risk, but it was one where I was like, I don't know, it would be so easy for something to be like, yeah, I cooked a little bit of my fingernails into that cookie, by the way. You know? And then it'd be like, oh, you could really, wow, I thought those were really burnt chocolate chips. Mailing you a bag of Punch and it bursts in the mail and you just receive a wet-ass manila envelope. Isn't that how the joke of the fucking sopping wet Amazon box, the, like, copy pasta meme started here in this community? Of like, oh, I'm going to send you a box of spaghetti, but not a Amazon box full of dry spaghetti. An Amazon box full of sopping wet cooked spaghetti. So that just arrives, like, drenched all the way through. I'm pretty sure that's how that's started. Is people have threatened to send me weird shit for years. And here's the thing. Some of you are unhinged enough to, like, commit to the bit. And that times where I'm like, I'm nervous. We're talking about the good kind of crunch with freeze red candy fingernails would be a bad kind of crunch. Yeah, it would be potentially right up there with the worst kinds of crunches, if I am so bold to say. Sorry to anyone who loves a good fingernail, you know, in their cookies. Really hope that you don't take too much offense there. The envelope is filled with leftover wet fruit and sugar cane from the Punch. Crunch tier list? Oh, there's... Oh! What the fuck? Okay, bye. Wait, no. What would have happened if the last thing I did was behind the car? Oh, wait. No, it's coming this way. Chat, I no longer want to be a YouTuber. Oh. Oh, put out the fire! Oh my god, you can. There will be no proof of this happening. 88 mile an hour. 1.21 gigawatts! Sounds a nice guy, but I'm glad he's better about boundaries these days. I remember meeting him at a PAX ages ago and people were the worst. Oh, yeah. Probably the same year as the cupcake incident. Yeah, no. We've talked about that a lot. Yeah, I've heard firsthand accounts from pretty much every single one of my friends where they were like, it really sucks when people get, like, crappy at a convention because you don't want to make people feel bad who spent money to come see you and you know they mean well. But sometimes people can be, like, really selfish and very rude and very, very inconsiderate about boundaries. We did it. We did it, Joe! Ah! Why did they do that? The fingernail's the best part of the cookie. Did I just get jump scared by Power Wash Simulator twice? Marty, get the fuck out of there. Where we're going, we don't need roads. I knew it was a horror game. Okay, well. I didn't realize it came back if you waited long enough. I had no idea, yeah. It was actually really fun. Very fun times. Oh my god, wait, it's 2 a.m.? I was gonna stream until 1:30 tonight. Wah, 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 wah. I did it again! And then a laugh track comes in. And then I go, whoa, whoopsie poopsie. Because that's my catchphrase on the sitcom. And I go, my bowler hat as I exit stage left. And it's in black and white. And that's how my show actually topped the charts above I Love Lucy. You got jump scared by Robert Zemeckis Master. I did. Bob Zemeckis, what are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? Okay, well, let me get the fuck off your screen, everybody. I will stop bothering you now, okay? If that's all right. If that's okay. But what I will do... Okay, don't go anywhere, please. Record scratch. Freeze frame. Yeah, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. In fact, it was time travel. Wait, Hill Valley? Clock Tower? The historic lightning strike? Ew. It's actually one of my favorite movie moments of all time. Is them trying to line up the exact time the lightning strike happens. Well, oh man, it's so good. While they're trying to figure out the DeLorean. Oh, it's so good. It's so pulse pounding. It's super anxiety ridden. Like the tension of that scene's so good. It's just so good though. It's so goddamn good. You can go inside. I'm gonna end stream. Wait, the clock tower. Listen. Don't even pretend, the mouse, that you're not as excited about this. The bell. Don't even pretend. I know you're sitting there kicking your feet, twirling your hair, giggling over this one. Yeah. Oh, shiny. Well, I mean, look at how cool this is. Let me at least get, like, the hammer done. That's a little small piece. I think I can do that quick. Let me hear the satisfying ding. Oh, you fucking know I am? It was just funny. Nothing's funny here. This is all business. Have y'all lost the company spirit? This company is a family. We dock your pay because we don't want to hurt you with the burden of too much money or benefits as an employee here. Okay? Now, the corporate retreat is not for another 4 months, but I hope to see everyone there. It is mandatory. Should use the bell to make the Taco Bell dong. Stop. I realized I was subconsciously twirling my hair and immediately stopped. This is so cool. This is such an iconic scene from the movie. Thank you again, Square Enix, for sending me this wonderful game. Thank you. The DLC can be checked out on Steam, PlayStation 5, and all other platforms where you can buy the base game of Power Wash Simulator. Included within, which are many of the DLC for free, and then some like this one that can be purchased separately. Thank you, Squeenix. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. That's a low ceiling. I feel like I would definitely give myself a concussion, and I'm not a tall person. Like, look at that. That sucks. Chat. We'll finish this another time. That said, I was just really excited to play this again. So thank you for being as excited as me to hang out and rant about our opinions on what is edible and what is not, and what chocolates are the best, and if sending death threats to voice actors is normal. It's not. We had some good chats tonight, everybody. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna go over to my incredibly good friend Mika's stream. We're gonna raid over to RIP Mika. Some Rip Michael. So please even if you can't stick around for her stream, please at least stick around for the raid and give them some love, please. Mika's one of my favorite people, like legitimately like one of my favorite people in the entire world. So please, please, please go support the hell out of what she's doing. She's playing a little bit of EBDBs, some Dead by Daylight, which she's really good at. She makes the game way less scary because she's so funny, and she's actually very good and impressive to watch. Is 50s Hill Valley or 80s Hill Valley? That's the real question. That is true. I think this is 50s. I think this, oh yeah, no, we got like a Roos Frusha. Oh no, this is 100% the 50s one. Like, look at this main street. Look at those cars. So there we go. So conclusion: bronzer edible, sand edible. No, no. Actually, you took away everything that you're not supposed to. Malt, sausages, and burgers. Lose. Let me in. Give me a malt, baby. Come on, I want a malt. I had a hard day of power washing, baby. I deserve a malt. Okay, even if you can't stick around for the stream, at least stick around for the raid. Obviously, the more people that raid in to a friend, hopefully the better they feel, because they're going to get a chance to, like, introduce themselves even for a brief second to you. And maybe in that brief moment, you'll go, okay, wait, this person rules. And then you will support them, because I would love if you all support Mika. Truly, 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 very worth doing so. But I'm going to send you over to Mika. Thank you for watching. Thank you so, so much. This was fun. I loved getting into some more Power Wash for a Selfish Sunday to just vibe. If sand isn't edible, why did I eat it, huh? I don't know. Built different doesn't necessarily mean that, like, just because you're built different that you good is a good thing that you did. Why is it called a sandwich? Oh my god. Imagine the next levels you have to power wash Biff after he got covered in shit. That would actually be really, really funny. I would laugh so hard if that ended up being like one of the level twists. Give Biff a shower. The level's over in 20 seconds. All right, we're gonna go over to Mika's. If you do not have my emotes for this raid command or this raid message, feel free to put in your favorite raid emotes. I'm simply putting in my chaos one because it's my favorite. Okay. Hold up. Okay, this is a stupid raid message, but please humor me. Alright? Please humor me with this raid message. All right. Wait, no, I spelled it wrong. Fuck, don't do that one. Wait, this is corrected one. No. Oh. Not the Helloy. Don't do Helloy. It's already going to look insane enough by calling Mika Rip Michael. Okay? Get hello, Rip Michael. We'll blast that off into Mika's channel, okay? And then I said, and like I said, I know it's late, so if you gotta bounce right away, you gotta bounce right away. I can't control that. There's also Daddy Michael Myers. That's so true. Enough with the helloing. All right, so copy paste that. We're gonna go over there, and then if you gotta end your night doing something else, it is what it is. But copy paste hello, Rip Michael. Not the Helloy one, Whiplash. And then we'll hang out there for a tiny bit, and I'll see you tomorrow for a bonus Monday stream, most likely. If I can't make it work out, then obviously Tuesday. Helloy is cute. It's gonna confuse. Listen, Rip Michael's already confusing and insane. So we gotta do this the right way, or else. Okay, that's the way it's gonna work. Anyway. Chat, thank you so much for tonight. I hope you had fun. This was cool hanging out with everyone. I love chilling on a random Sunday. Well, not a random Sunday. I'd chill out with y'all pretty much every Sunday. But I love chilling out on Sundays. It's just like good vibes to go into the week with. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the follows, the bits, the subs, the resubs, the gifted subs, donations, everything that came through here tonight. I can't believe we're already a 10th of the way to our goal for the month. Short month in February, but we're already over a 10th of the way to the $500. And then 320 out of 400 subs for the Trombone Champ stream. So we're cruising here. You guys are doing amazing stuff, and I appreciate y'all. I never will know how to say thank you enough for your generosity of your time, of your financial support, all of it. Your kind words. Everyone's so awesome. Like, thank you. I hope you had fun chatting, lurking, no matter what you did. Thank you so much for chilling. We're gonna go, like I said, head over to Mika. Please don't leave the raid. It makes me sad when people don't want to support my friends. I would love if we can support the hell out of Mika. Again, one of the funniest people on this entire godforsaken platform. One of my favorite people. Super personable. Very good sense of humor. Very good, friendly, welcoming vibe. So we'll get the raid going there. Thank you all a ton. Again, I hope that you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. All of you are incredible. Appreciate you a ton. Finger hearts as usual. I'll see you again plenty of times this week. We're going to be doing lots of fun stuff. So I'm going to get the raid going. Remember, this is the raid message, not with an I in it. Copy paste that. We'll put that in there. Be kind, be mindful, the way I know that you will be over in Mika's community. And I'll see you there. Okay, goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.